We are live at 5.
Of your screen, the trilogy fight, a half decade in the making, a rivalry that's redefined, reshaped the sport, undisputed world title and
I
bragging
think
rights
the
for a
Alicia
lifetime.
Baumgartner match is going to be
Katie Taylor
really
and Amanda
good too.
Serrano meet one
All
finals
female
show
card.
already. Denise
Yeah,
Estrada wins
all
it from
female card.
MSG. That is the main card. You will
First
see
time
live
in
on
history.
Netflix just under 3 hours from now. But we begin with a prelim card so stacked we honestly need another name for it. It features an undisputed world title fight at bantamweight between Trinica Johnson and Sharetta Metcalf, one of the best.
That Trinica Johnson fight, yo, Trinica Johnson, one, is bad. Two, I think she's going to destroy Sharetta Metcalf.
Including a Canadian amateur legend. Middleweight division, there is opportunity to rise for these two undefeated fighters. Two of those world titles are actually vacant right now, and this and our opener is actually an interesting time and a perfect time to bring in our rules expert, our rules guru, our rules sensei, and our unofficial.
Couldn't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Sean, this first fight we see will be different from all the others.
That's right, Sean. This is the rare female fight and the only one on tonight's stack card using the male pro boxing standard 3-minute rounds. We are under the unified rules of boxing as administered this evening by the New York State Athletic Commission. No 3 knockdown rule. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. If an accidental foul ends the fight, 4 rounds must be completed to consider it official.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the world's most famous arena, the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden in New York City. Tonight is the biggest night in the history of women's boxing, as we see the trilogy of Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. On the card tonight,
Somebody type in chat for me, please.
World record 17 world
Never
championships
mind, I got
will be
it.
contested tonight, including 3 undisputed title fights and 2 unified title fights. It is all promoted by Most Valuable Promotions. We begin with our prelim card, starting with a contest in the middleweight division scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, making her way to the
What's
ring.
up, Tim?
Please
What's
welcome
good?
Mary Casamassa.
Editor of the school paper. Some might even get the lead in the senior play, but Mary Casamassa of Pittsburgh.
Oh, boy.
She did something different as a high school senior. She won the Pennsylvania Golden Gloves. Her pro career has been big results, 6 wins and 6 fights on very small stages. Well, she may be a senior again, Sadisha, because tonight is graduation night to Madison Square Garden and a world-class opponent.
I would have loved.
Yeah, this
for
is
my
an
graduation
all
night to be
female card,
at
which is
Madison
awesome.
Square Garden.
How fast must the pulse be racing walking up those stairs?
Oh, so fast, but she's focused, she's ready, and both undefeated fighters, and both young and hungry.
Yeah, the prelims are on YouTube. Prelims are on YouTube, and then the main card is on Netflix.
Fighting out of the blue corner, making her way to the ring, please welcome. Fighting out of the blue corner, making her way to the ring, please welcome Tam Tebow.
Let's go, Tam.
Canada. Tonight we will see many of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world, elite professionals, the top amateur in the world at middleweight, Well, you can't debate that. That's Li Xian of China, won the gold medal in Paris last summer, capping a 14-fight win streak. The last one to beat her, you are looking at her. Dan Thibault of Canada was expected to face Xian in a rematch. They were co-favorites for the gold, but she was upset in the round of 16.
I'm hoping we get back in time to see the Alicia Bongara fight because they're co-main eventing this. So I hope we get back in time from SmackDown to watch that fight. I'll be honest with you. If SmackDown is trash tonight, we might just say fuck it and just watch the fights. I would be honest with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this opening contest on our prelim card is scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division and is a WBA final eliminator. Sanctioned by the WBA.
All right,
its
hang on, Chad. I'll be right back.
Mendoza and its supervisor, Kina Malpart.
Yourself
Let's go, Tam.
Please touch close now. Come on, fighting at the bell.
Third professional fight for Tam Thibault, but a long and storied amateur career. A lot of butterflies on both sides here, particularly for Mary Casamassa stepping up in class. She has been dominant, but you know, Sadisha, the first time you're facing an opponent with that real resume, you can feel it. You feel it right away.
Definitely. And as you said, Sean, she has all the tools. She has the amateur background. She has the height. She has the reach. And she has a nice straight left hand.
What you've seen a ton of fighters making the transition who've had long amateur careers to becoming pros. What's the hardest transition?
The hardest thing, I think, when you have a long amateur background is to settle down, to be settled, and to kind of get down that pro style. And with 2-minute rounds, that's hard to do. So, you know, it's great that she's already fighting 3-minute rounds. I think that she's going to be more patient and more calm and be able to set up her straight left.
And this is a big issue. We got a little, it's ironic that we get an extra minute in each round here to talk about this issue because it is a significant one in women's boxing. It is played part of one of the many subplots of the main event with Taylor and Serrano about was there going to be an extra minute or not. The obvious argument at one point was that why aren't women fighting 3
There you
minute
go.
rounds?
Go to the body. Go to the body.
We're past the point of having that part of the discussion. But 2-minute rounds clearly are more exciting.
Oh, there it is.
They are more exciting, but I feel like women who have long amateur backgrounds want those 3-minute rounds because they're more skilled. So I think some women don't want to fight 3-minute rounds, which is fine, but some should be able to choose who are at a higher skill level and have that amateur background and experience.
What changes in a fight that has a 3rd minute in a round? Are there some fighters that are just going to have difficulty making that adjustment?
I think it's easier to get a knockout with 3 minutes. I think you're able to set up shots. You're able to stay patient and think a bit more in the ring.
Oh, there it is.
Now you see Tam Thibault opening up the overhand left, created this opportunity here.
See, they got 3 minutes instead of 2 minutes, so they kind of taking their time with it.
We talked a lot about the early days of women's boxing, right, where you were fighting in front of small crowds and things like that, and that can throw fight. You know, Tam Tebow has had big fights and big stages in the Olympics, so she's not used to fighting very early in the day.
Not used to fighting very early in the day, yes, but it's something that we have to do as women, to make our way to the top. But for her to fight at Madison Square Garden is incredible, and I'm sure she's extremely excited about it and just loves the pressure and the atmosphere of it.
Oh! Let's go, Tam! Let's go, Tam!
And that straight left did it in that final combination.
Let's go,
She has
Tam.
very, very nice straight left. It's sharp, it's strong.
Somebody smart.
Oh! She's shaky. She's shaky.
Yeah, she seems very calm and like I said, just patient, and she's able to set up that straight left.
Which she absolutely did.
Oh, saved by the bell. Saved by the bell. This is kind of what I was expecting, which is why I wanted to watch these prelims fights. Because I feel like a lot of time you see your knockouts in the prelim fights. You oftentimes, I feel like now, don't see it in the main event anymore.
Here we see this nice combination, right hook to the body, and she comes up top.
Woo!
With
that shit was
left.
mean, bro. She wasn't ready for that. She wasn't ready for that.
Safe to say Mary Casamassa has not fought fighters where she
God.
could come in after that jab and she would open up like that.
Oh, definitely, and she's using her jab very
that right,
well.
that right.
So it's gonna be hard to get through.
That right is mean, bro. All right, you got her now.
And that body work, that was great body work to open up that straight left to the head. And with 3 minute rounds, you're able
come on,
to
Tam.
do that. You're able
Come
to
on,
work
Tam.
the body and the head, or you could choose in a certain round, okay, in this round, I'm going to work the body more instead of working the head. In 2 minutes,
There it
you're
is.
going to have to put both together or do either or.
There it is.
A little more tentative now.
Oh.
Trying to come in behind that jab.
She's shaking. She's shaking.
Casamassa has to add some feints to try to get past the jab. Right now, she's kind of just stationary and doesn't really know how to
Come on, get in there.
get inside
Get
and
in there.
past the jab.
Ooh, it's a good body
This is
shot.
the step up, right? The step up fight, and all of a sudden you're fighting someone that's doing things you've never seen before.
And she's fighting a southpaw, which southpaws aren't really used to fighting southpaws, so it's probably a bit different for her.
Now it's a lot more one and done for Mary Casamassa, which has been good
Oh,
for 6
oh, she got hit. If she landed that hook, that right hook, bro, it'd been a wrap.
Opportunity. If you're tuning in this early, obviously you're into this from the beginning, but
Oh.
a combination followed with the right. You see, Tebow is throwing 2 shots at a time, and Casamassa is just much slower.
Come on, Tam.
What I was going to say, if you're
Come on,
tuning in
Tam.
this early in the day, one of the fun parts about it is you get to
Oh.
hear things you would not
Oh.
normally hear because the crowd being small. You hear the referees, you hear the corner instructions.
Yes, you can hear those straight lefts by
Tebow you can hear that too. How much of your corner instructions can you hear during the fight?
That's all I hear. No matter how big or how loud the crowd is, you're just locked in and only hear your corner.
Okay, ref, I see you. Let him fight. Let him fight. Okay.
I can do the same thing with my wife. Work out really well. See, now Casamassa clearly trying to figure out a puzzle that she has not seen before.
Oh.
The jab and by Timbo and is just very, very sharp and very accurate. And it's difficult for Casamassa to get past that, but she's got to do something. She's got to add some feints, use her footwork a bit more, upper body movement.
Which is what you're telling her in the corner, right?
That's exactly what I'm telling her. Well, that's what I hope her. That's what I hope her corner's telling her.
Whoa.
Sam Tebow looking very patient. Not a veteran pro, but a long-time veteran in the ring, and she has looked very good through 2 rounds.
She's shaking, bro. She got her shook, man. She wasn't ready for that. She said, hey, she hit me hard. That shit hurt.
Jack Mook, who is from Pittsburgh, a retired police officer from Pittsburgh. See the black and gold. All right, how does Casamassa?
She came out swinging. She came out swinging. Oh, they only got 8 rounds. I didn't know that. Shit. I thought they were going 10.
Add some feint, some upper body movement to make Timbo think a bit. You know, she's just very stationary, but that's something that you have to, like you said, at this skill level, you're gonna fight. At this level, you're going to fight opponents who are as skilled as Timbo, and you have to be prepared for that. You have to be able to make these adjustments. Can't just be one-dimensional.
Careful, don't hit the back of the head. Don't hit the back of the head.
Like Timbo, you have to be able to get past that jab. She has a huge reach advantage.
She got to be careful. She keep getting locked up.
Throughout the course of the evening, but
her head down.
About the women's game is that there are
that's going to wear you out after a while.
Get there very quickly. In these divisions, some of the divisions are deeper than others, but you could very quickly 6, 7, 8 professional fights in, you could be facing top contenders, and that's what's happening to Casamassa. And she is taking on a little more than she can handle through the first 3 rounds.
She cut. Is that a cut?
She has gone to school here.
Stop! No punches.
And it seems every fighter, and Katie Taylor in the main event, no exception.
Ooh. Ooh.
Level. It was a colossal disappointment for Sam Tebow at the Olympics in Paris. Got to find a way to put that behind you. This is pro boxing's game. It comes from that.
Oh, nice right.
Boxing is so different. So if your goal is to turn pro after the Olympics or after amateur boxing, it's all about what you do in the pros. And she's adjusting very well, especially with these 3 minutes. I love it. I would like to see her go back to the body, because that's what opened up the headshot. That straight left was working the body first.
Now you at home can hear, or wherever you are on your device, can hear the instructions from the corner, and you see Mary Casamassa responding.
You gotta make her pay for that, Tam. You gotta make her pay for that.
Particularly after she caught that first big shot, got knocked down in round 1. Sometimes you got to be reminded to go back to doing what you're supposed to be doing. Overhand left, set up that right. Try it again. Flipped her
she
again.
Keep coming for that left, bro. She wants it.
And now Casamassa being a bit more aggressive.
It's the first time we've seen Casamassa throw a combination.
She got that mouth open. She tired. Shit. That's not good, though.
Tebow's got to keep that jab out there. Even if it's not landing, just touch it. Just leave it out there to create that distance.
Very patient start in round number 1 for Tam Tebow, eventually scoring the knockdown, and she is in control through 3. Most of you know what is to come tonight, and obviously so much conversation about Taylor and Serrano 3 that we have waited a half-decade for the 3rd fight in this rivalry, and the build and the build and the build. But tonight, as they say in the UK, this bill is spectacular. Alicia Baumgartner in the co-main event. The return of Savannah Marshall. If you haven't seen Ellie Scottney fight, you are going to want to be on Netflix at 8 o'clock.
MVP got the best ring girls, bro.
She is spectacular. And again, the overhand left this time. Sam Tebow looking for it early. Using the jab. There's the jab you wanted to see. Setting that up.
That jab is going to set up her straight left.
Watch the back of the head. Watch the back of the head. See, every time she gets caught with her head down, Tam gets to put pressure on the back of her neck, which tires you out.
Get a bit closer. Also,
so you got to be careful. Like, you do that instinctually to like get a break, but it's dangerous. It's like a double-edged sword.
What's the first thing you look for when you're seeing fighters for the first time?
The first thing I look for, always automatically, my eyes go to the feet. Footwork. Footwork is, that's also defense, believe it or not. It's not just offense, which is something that I learned very early as an 8-year-old. It's the fundamentals, which starts with your feet first. A lot of people think it's your hands, but it's actually fundamentals start with your feet and your hands.
Oh!
That seems like something you learn the hard way.
It's something that, to me, comes naturally. To a lot of fighters, it doesn't come naturally, but at the same time, you can learn it. It can be taught.
She keeps trying to get it with the left hand, but she's leaving her right side open. It's like,
why?
Because you're born a fighter. You can't make somebody fight. You can't teach somebody how to fight, but you can teach them how to box and move.
Well, Mary Casamasa, she has been taken to school. She's trying to learn on the fly here.
But Casamasa is a fighter. You can tell.
No
You can
question.
see that in her. Might not have the footwork or the skills,
oh!
but she's a fighter. She's trying her best.
She's trying to figure it out.
Figure it
See her
out,
trying to
yes.
figure it out.
Oh! There it is. There it is. Ah!
Significant.
Come on, Tam. Come on, Tam.
Sam Tebow bandwagon gaining steam here. If you'd never seen her fight before.
Come on, Tam. She shook. She shook.
There's going to be a lot of opportunity, we said, in her weight class. 3-0 with a profile win and a big performance.
Go to the body. Go to the body. Get some body shots in.
Very good weight class, and I could see her being world champion at this weight class. And very quickly, as you mentioned, for women, it's different. There's not many opportunities and not many women, so you can be a world champion very early in your career.
Oh.
And you're also 28 years old with years and years of high-level amateur experience. Now
There you go.
Combination.
Back to the body.
Yep.
That right hook to the body is what's going to do it.
That's been good stuff.
Man. She's trying to land that left, bro. She's trying real hard to land that left. I get it. If she manages to land that left, it's game over. It's game over.
To the body and move with her. Your legs are gone, so you got to go strong. She hurts you a bit, all right?
Tam Tebow, Denise, has been throwing in combinations all night.
And here we see that jab followed by the
Boom!
straight left, powerful straight left from Tebow. And right there,
Boom!
go back to the body because that's going to open
Just
up.
barely
that
missed
knockout
it,
shot.
bro. Man.
Obviously, the concern there was
Ooh,
over the left eye of
ooh.
Casamasa.
Seems fine. Seems like she.
Hey, Tam has reach
No,
on
I
her
don't think there's
too.
an issue. No cut.
Oh.
No major surprise when you look at those numbers. First one, if you just
Yeah.
late, it was
Tam's
all
right
down
uppercut is
in the
mean,
first
though.
round. ironically, in this fight, which will be the only fight tonight we see with 3-minute rounds, came in the 3rd minute of that first round.
Casamesa just having trouble getting through that long reach of T-Bolt.
I always love when a corner shouts out, "You've got nothing to lose." This fighter in the ring's got something to lose.
Ooh.
That has been the punch of the fight for T-Bolt, has been the overhand left. Yeah, the jab has set it up, but she has landed that often, early and often.
And with 3-minute rounds, you have time to work the body and focus on that a bit more. So I'd love to see her go back to that.
Come on, Tam. Come on, Tam. There you go. There you go. Shake her up. Shake her up. Shake her up. Shake her up. She shook. She shook. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. There it is, baby. Let's go, Tam. Let's go, Tam.
T-Bolt just poured it on. A gallant performance from Mary Casamasa, but she was outmatched from the start.
Great performance and great stoppage. With those 3-minute rounds, she just looked calm, confident, and patient, and just waiting to set that stoppage up.
I was just about to mention
Put the bow back in.
Performance bonus that Jake Paul and Nikisa Badarian and Layla Ali are going to vote on later tonight. And before I even had a chance, it was almost as if the thought.
I love the fact that these girls are boxers, but they're still like girly girls, man.
Their minds, but it's tough with all the pressure of the $250,000 bonus.
Excuse me, these women.
Fighting
We put some respect on their names.
So you have to just stay focused on your game plan, and that's exactly what she did tonight.
The True North, strong and free, a proud Canadian, Tam Tebow, opens the show at Madison Square Garden in style.
Very different than the NBA. Facts. Facts.
Hook to the body right there is what Casamesa was still feeling, trying to hang on. As Tebow comes with that left uppercut, followed by another body shot.
Right, wait till you see Chernica, bro. Woo!
That did the job.
Man.
It's a good stoppage by Charlie Fitch.
And here's that right hook to the body. See it right there. Casamesa tries to hold on.
You're right.
Body shots are they're not fun. They're not fun at all.
It was the body shot that made her lean forward, and that was almost the first sign of surrender. Yeah, she should be taking a bow. That wasn't a fight. That was a performance. Come to New York City and Broadway and take a bow, Tam Tebow.
Aslan Bali was good.
Big Mo will make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Charlie Fitch calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 18 seconds of round number 5, declaring your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Tam Tebow!
Let's go, Tam.
We talked about 3-minute rounds, Sinisa. We got a knockdown in the 3rd minute, and we got a knockout in the 3rd minute.
I love to see it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she does in this division with 3-minute rounds. I hope she continues to fight 3-minute rounds. I would love to see it, and I think this was a great performance, and 3 minutes really showed another dimension to her skill level.
Oh, one proud Canadian with an even prouder one, Ariel Helwani.
Thank you very much, Sean Tam.
Yeah.
Congratulations on an incredible
So
win.
the
I do
plan
know you know this,
is
but you
we're
just
gonna
kicked
miss the
off a
first
historic card
2
in
or
just
3
your
main event
third pro
matches. The
fight
plan is
at the
to come
world's
out of
most famous
SmackDown
arena with an
right
absolute
when
dominant
Katie and
display
Amanda's fight
of
starts.
power and precision and
I'm
speed.
hoping that we get to see
How are you
Alicia
feeling in the
Baumgartner's
aftermath?
fight,
I feel good, you know.
because
I
that's
feel
right
pretty
before
calm.
Katie and
I've
Amanda.
got a really good
But
team who keeps my 2 feet on the ground and who remind me of who I am, and I'm just really, really, really grateful to be here.
I don't
and
know if we're gonna get to
I have
see
my
that
place
one.
here, you know. Like, yeah, I've got 2 fights, but I've got a lot of experience as an amateur, and I belong with these women.
I was wondering about that as you made the walk in this incredible venue. You've
Hey,
competed on big
MVP
stages
has
before,
the
but
best
any
ring
extra
girls, bro.
nerves?
Hands
No,
down.
the same nerves every
Best
time.
ring girls.
I think nerves are normal. Like the excitement is normal, and that's why I do it, right? We do it to live these emotions and to overcome these obstacles and to surpass ourselves.
Were you expecting that kind of dominant performance?
I was hoping for it. I mean, I worked for it, and that's, you know, I didn't come in here looking for the stoppage. I came in here trying to be the best version of myself, and if the stoppage came with it, then so be it. If it didn't, that's fine. It's part of my progression.
And I love the fact that you got the knockdown in the final minute of the first round, in that third minute, once again showing what you could do with that extra minute. Is this what you want to stick with, these 3-minute rounds?
I would like to, yes. Yeah, for me personally, it's something I've done for nearly a decade now in the amateurs, so being able to pursue that and continue that in the professionals is incredible. And I'm learning a lot. You know, it's not the same. It's 8 threes, you know, and I have to keep my composure. I have to keep, you know, my 2 feet on the ground and my head out of the clouds and stay focused on the game plan, and that's challenging in itself.
Well, it's Jake
really
Paul's
hard.
company,
I'll
so
never forget the look on your
MVP
face
is his
the day
company,
after Paris.
and he's putting
The
on the show.
heartbreak, the despair.
I mean,
If
listen,
you could tell that
say what you
person
want
a year
about
ago,
Jake
almost
Paul.
exactly to the
He's
day,
doing a lot of really
what would
great work
transpire over
for
the
women's
next
boxing right now.
365 days? What kind of advice would you give your younger self in France?
So
Like, keep your head up held high.
I gotta give
doesn't
credit where
define your
credit's
worth as
due.
an athlete or as a person, and you know what? Everybody has a bad day. That's okay. You just get up and shake it off.
Ohana is the
You know,
Hawaiian word for
Jake
family.
Paul
What does
gave
that
us
represent for you?
My family is
Katie and Amanda
everything to
3,
me.
or
My
he
parents have taught
he
me
gave us their second
everything I know
match.
about a work
He's
ethic
giving us
and
their
about
third.
integrity. And
I gotta give him credit where credit's
it
due.
was my niece's birthday 2 days ago, and I was here getting ready, and I love her more than anything. And so I wanted to honor my family in this fight.
And lastly, pour ta famille à Québec, what do you want to say to all the French-speaking fans out there who have come here to New York or perhaps are supporting you and watching you back home?
Merci tout le monde. Je sais que j'ai une petite ville dans le fin fond du Québec, mais je suis très fière de représenter le Québec et le Canada. Puis votre sport, et, écoute, ça vaut tout dans le monde. Là. Je suis hyper reconnaissante pour ça.
Félicitations.
Bro, she speaks French, English, Spanish, and she's learning Mandarin. Come on.
What a night Ariel is already off to. Wearing his Knicks colors at Madison Square Garden and seeing his fellow Canadian score a very impressive victory. Says you're not defined by your lowest moments, and you're not defined by your highest, but that's a heck of a start. Jake Paul for Tam Tebow.
Such a great start, and no matter how her amateur career ended, you know, she's just so happy to be here tonight and so happy that there was so
that's a
much more
tree
in
I
store for her,
climb,
like
bro.
signing with MVP and being
She
on
tall.
this amazing
She
card
way
in
taller
Madison
than
Square
me.
Garden.
A dominant performance from Tebow kicks off what will be an unforgettable night here at Madison Square Garden. You know where we
I gotta be
are
careful
headed,
because she
and
can
that
whoop
is
my
for the third
ass.
fight, the trilogy between Katie Taylor and Amanda
She
Serrano.
can
But
whoop
Alicia
my
Baumgartner,
ass.
She was born. She'll tell you. She told me she was born to be on this stage.
Oh, she's so confident that she's born to be on this stage, which is amazing to see. She has all the confidence in the world, and she has all the skills.
That's one thing, like,
But before
yeah,
we get to
Trinika
the
Johnson
main card,
chat.
we have what will
Yeah.
be main events on most
That's
of
the fight right
Chantel
there.
Cameron, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and the undisputed bantamweight championship. Dina Thorson vacating her share of the world titles to have a child, and as a result, single mother of two, Sharetta Metcalf could be all alone at 118 by night's end. But one question stands above all others tonight: who will be the undisputed at super lightweight when this night and the Katie Taylor-Amanda Serrano trilogy reaches its dramatic conclusion?
So I say, I understand, yes, it's boxing, and yeah, orthodox and southpaw always clash, but I had over 40 fights already going into the fight.
Thank
Never
you.
been cut.
Thank
Well,
you.
I was also caught throughout that fight as well. I just came out the better of those head
Exactly,
clash.
but
So
you
I
see
didn't.
other of your opponents, they've half cuts too.
Ali Frazier.
Bro, I've been saying that, bro.
Gotti
Everybody
Ward,
keeps saying that's just what happens when two opposite fighting styles clash. I'm like, no, she's the southpaw. Pretty much everybody she fights is opposite of her, and she's never gotten cut until she got into the ring with Katie. There's a common denominator here. Come on.
Serrano 3, the greatest rivalry
Come on.
in history, and come Friday, one of the greatest rivalries in the history of the Sweet Science. Their first clash back in 2022, an all-time classic. 2024, the world was talking about them. On Friday, July 11th, they headline MSG once again in a historic card filled from top to bottom with some of the best female fighters in the world. In total, 21 titles on the card being defended.
This is funny though. This is classic boxing where you have one that's fancy and one that isn't. Like Amanda has the sponsorships and she wears the dresses and the expensive clothes and jewelry and whatnot. Katie is like, you know, homegrown, rugged.
FanDuel is offering new customers a chance to get in on all the fight night action, because right now new customers can place any $5 bet and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app.
Katie is the Rocky to Amanda's Creed.
Katie, Amanda, good to see you guys. I'm sitting here in this subway cart with the two of you, two legends, and I can't help but think of how far this rivalry, the two of you have come. Our first time doing this was back in April of 2022 in an empty hotel conference room. I don't know if you remember. You guys were headlining MSG, but everything has come a long way. If they could only see what's going on behind these cameras, just speaks to how big everything is. And obviously the platform and the trilogy is so gigantic and so special. I'll start with you, Katie. You have said a lot of big things about this fight and about the relationship that you have with Amanda. Now I feel like you have reached a point that only a select few fighters can reach, which is Ali Frazier, forever they will be linked. Gotti Ward, forever they will be linked. It's now Taylor Serrano, forever. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, I think it's an absolute privilege really to be, my name's going to be embedded in history with Amanda for forever. And I think what we've done for the sport over these last few years has been obviously so historic. The first time we fought in MSG a few years ago, I didn't think that it could get any bigger than that. But here we are, he just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. A trilogy fight that everyone just can't wait for. And we're headlining an all-female card this time, another history-making moment. I don't think anybody would have believed this could have been possible a few years ago. And so, yeah, I think it's pretty cool that we both get to share these moments together.
Do you share that sentiment, Amanda?
100%. It's an honor. She's a great champion, great fighter. She's helped female boxing from the amateurs to the professional, and it's just an honor to share 10, 20 rounds with her and another 10 or less rounds. And I'm excited. I'm excited to showcase women's boxing at its finest, having an all-female card, and I'm excited.
A lot has changed, obviously, in 3 years, and I would say, dare I say, the dynamic of your relationship has changed a little bit as well. Everyone talks about that press conference in April where it felt we got a different side of you. And I went back and listened to it, and I felt like the turning point was when she talked about the rounds, and in particular the minutes per round, where you essentially said you don't get to dictate. You know, you're down 2-0, I'm the champ. You don't get to say how many rounds we're fighting for and for how many minutes. It seemed to have irked you. Is that a fair assessment?
I wouldn't say it irked me. I think there's a time to stay silent and there's a time to speak up. And I'm well able to speak when I want to speak. And I was actually going to stay silent during that time, but you asked me to respond, and so I might as well respond to what was being said. But I feel like that I am the champion, obviously. I've fought her 2 times now. I've beaten her twice before, and I am in the driving seat here. I don't need this fight. I feel like she does, and she's definitely not in a position to dictate, and that's how I feel. I've given up so many champion privileges for this fight. I think...
like what?
She wanted to be announced second in the ring. That's fine as well. She wanted to be announced to the press conferences second. I don't even know why that's in the contract, but little stuff like that. I've given up so many of my privileges for this fight. So I think this is just business done properly when and she's not going to get everything her own way, basically.
What is your response to that, Amanda?
I mean, if she's so-called dictate the fight, she should have not shook my hand and said, we'll do it. But listen, she decided not to do it, and it is what it is. You know, I believe that I won both fights. I feel like I went to her. I went up 3 divisions to fight for her belts, for her title, and followed her rules and did everything for 2 fights. I felt like my team, MVP, is throwing this show. Can I at least have something? Can I get something out of it? But, I mean...
And you are getting something out of it. We're having a 3rd fight, and I certainly don't need this fight, like I said. And regardless of whether you think you won the fight or not, the fights or not, I am sitting here 2-0 against you. And regardless of whether you want to hear that or not, that's the reality of it. So it doesn't matter what you think or what the fans think. It only matters what the judges say about those fights.
But okay, but you say that you don't need this fight. So why are you fighting this fight?
Just because I want.
And you also say that I need it more than you. I don't need this fight more than you. Because just to let you know that my team came and approached me and asked me for 3 names to fight in the same event
same here,
on Netflix.
Absolutely.
And
same
who
here.
Did I choose? I chose Miss Katie Taylor. You know why? Because we make magic in that ring. We fight our best. We go out and we give it our all. That and
absolutely.
I said the fans deserve Katie Taylor. Me and
exactly.
Katie Taylor.
Absolutely.
So like that really. Okay, you won. You on paper. You got 2-0. Whatever. That's matters of opinions. But what bothers me is that you keep saying that I need this. That I need your. I would have got paid the same thing with anybody else, but I choose you. And you talk about that. I would not give you a rematch. I'm giving you this fight, and I don't need to give you this fight. So my team is paying you your biggest payday.
Well, I wouldn't say you would have got the same amount of money.
But it still would have been a lot. It still would have been a lot more.
Still absolutely. And then likewise for me as well. I'm exactly in the same position you're in. I could have had many big fights out there. Absolutely. But I chose this fight as well. So I'm in the same position that you're in.
Because I was going to get paid what I'm getting paid with my promoter, with your promoter. Just to let you know. Yeah. Because thanks to my trainer, Jordan Maldonado, who turned down the first fight for $200,000. We're here today fighting for millions of dollars.
Absolutely.
And that's because we turned down that amount of money. And it's all because of MVP, Jake Paul and Nikisa Badarian, that we're making this type of money. So
and I'm not denying that, though. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that this is because of Jake Paul and MVP. I'm just saying that I chose this fight as well.
And I chose to fight you. But you talk about that I wouldn't give you the rematch. I don't have to take this fight. I don't have, and I chose you, Katie. The fans deserve this fight. We deserve this fight because we showcasing the best of the best women's boxing at its finest.
I think we're on the same page here. We're both saying the same thing. So
you did say also in the countdown show that you don't think that if you were down 2-0, that she'd give you the opportunity that you're giving her. You did say that, right?
She did say that, but I'm saying,
can I ask, why do you feel that way about her? Why do you think that she would not be doing what you're doing for her, which is give her the 3rd fight, even though you're up 2-0?
I just don't believe that will be the case.
But I'm doing it right now. I didn't have to
she is up 2-0, right?
Okay, yes. But exactly, she's up 2-0. So why should I fight her again?
Well, I think the question is, if she wins, is she gonna give her a rematch? If she wins,
there was a rematch clause?
Then that will be number 4, right?
She's up. She won the last fight. Why we fighting?
We gonna get Taylor Serrano 4?
My team.
Because you had to fight. There's a rematch clause.
The first fight, yes, and this fight, but I didn't have to fight you. I could have fought anybody else for a good amount of money. But I chose you.
And I'm saying the same, by the way, Amanda. We're both on the same page here.
Do you think that she is a dirty fighter? Your team has accused her of such, right? Do you think that she is a dirty fighter? I understand boxing. Yes, it happens. It happens. Maybe when she gets hit hard, or I don't think she goes to the gym and trains we're not taught that in the gym. We're taught to hold if you get hurt, but we're not taught to headbutt. And I'm hoping that her team doesn't teach her that. And I don't think that.
Of course
but it happens.
It happens.
It does happen. But you use it a little more than other people.
Do you think so?
I know.
That's ridiculous for anybody to think.
Got a fucked up eye to prove it.
were intentional. That's what happens when a righty fights a lefty. We both came together, and I came out of the head clash
Can I
a
say
bit
another
better.
thing about that? That bothers.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
When I fought Katie Taylor, I was 40-something fights in, and all my opponents have been orthodox fighters. I've never fought a southpaw till after Katie Taylor, and my first cut came thanks to Katie Taylor, due to Katie Taylor. Obviously, the second fight with Erica Cruz was because of the
This
first
is
fight.
my point, chat.
My only fights have been with Katie Taylor. So when I say I understand. Yes, it's boxing, and yeah, orthodox and southpaw always clash. But I had over 40 fights already going into the fight, never been cut.
Well, I was also caught throughout that fight as well. I just came out the better of those head clash.
But
so
you see
I didn't.
Other of your opponents, they've have cuts too.
I would imagine
it's not intentional whatsoever.
Insult because you have taken so much pride trying to play sports the right way, fight the right way. So if someone insinuates that you are dirty, I would imagine that's probably the worst thing that someone could say about you.
I really couldn't care less, Ariel, about what people are saying or whatnot. I think anybody who knows boxing knows that those head clashes were completely accidental. It wasn't intentional whatsoever. So I just happened to come out of the head clashes better. That's just luck. It's just statistics, whatever you may call it. But sometimes that happens in boxing.
Are you worried, sometimes when we see a little bit of scar tissue, it will reopen? This is your first fight since. Are you worried about that?
Oh, you saw what happened the last fight. I'm a warrior. Blood, sweat, and tears. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to die in that ring. And the only thing that can happen is my eyes could fall out and the doctor stop it, but there's no stopping me. And, I mean, it could happen. I'm hoping that it doesn't, but, I mean, it could happen again.
One of the great storylines heading into this third fight is the reunion between you and your father. And he was on the Countdown show, and he said something to the effect of he does not believe that Amanda is on your level. You can fight a whole bunch of times, and the result will never change. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree with that.
What do you think of that, Amanda?
I mean, there's always a reason for everything, right? So there's a reason why her dad is here for the third time, the third fight.
What do you think that reason is?
Maybe deep down inside, she doesn't really feel that she won. I mean, I don't know.
You want to get the best. I mean, I'm sure you've made some tweaks to your camp.
100%, but
so
I mean, according to you and your dynamic with your dad, you had to really dig deep and push everything aside to bring your dad back in.
That's a normal thing, though, Amanda. That's my dad. That's a normal.
No, 100%. But
what are you saying?
I mean, I did change a little bit in my team.
Absolutely.
But,
so why would you think you changed it as well? Because you lost the 2 fights.
No.
You need to change.
No, I mean, I believe I won, but
everybody makes tweaks to each training camp. Everyone wants to improve from their last performance. That's just natural.
100%.
So that's why everyone makes
I don't think it's going to make a difference.
I don't think so either.
Other than just that's your father, why did you bring him into the fold for this one?
Well, anytime my dad comes to visit me, anytime I visit him, we just hit the gym. That's just a natural thing that we do. So nothing out of the ordinary. That's my dad. I have a great relationship with my dad, and that's where we bond after all these years.
Will he be in your corner on Friday?
Possibly.
Okay. You have disagreed with the judges on both occasions. Do you feel like you need a stoppage so that you don't leave it to any sort of chance?
I mean, of course, we always want to, especially me, being that I've gotten on the wrong end of the decision. But listen, I'm putting my full faith and trust in the New York State Athletic Commission to put in the right judges, the right referee, and we'll see. I mean, it is what it is.
I will never forget the atmosphere for that first fight because it felt like it was 50% Irish, 50% Puerto Rican. It was unbelievable. Your walkout, the way you took it all in was incredible. If you are in attendance, if someone is lucky enough to be in attendance on Friday, could you give them a taste of what the atmosphere will be like?
Yeah, well, I think the first fight with the atmosphere was absolutely electric. It was something that you dream of as a kid, to be in this position, headlining these huge shows, fighting in an atmosphere so electric like that. It made it such an iconic night. There was one time we couldn't even hear the bell ring. It was so loud. I think when the Irish and the Puerto Ricans get together, it's like a party atmosphere. And I expect the same thing on Friday night as well. This is going to be another electric night, an iconic night, and just an amazing night for women's boxing in general.
She often gets asked about How many fights does she have left? Is this the end? All that. I know it really bothers her, right? That one might bother you, right? You probably don't like that one. But you're over 50 fights as well. At some point, this is all going to end. Have you started to think about when the end might come? And is it possible a big win on Saturday? You sail off into the sunset?
Of course, of course. Listen, it might be possible, or I mean, I don't know. Honestly,
You think
I
about
don't
that?
know. I
They're
think
both
about it.
pushing
That's why we
40.
have the lifetime
If you
contract
didn't
with
know.
MVP, helping all these women grow in the sport, and that's my goal. And I love to help these women to get the recognition, getting the promotion, getting the money that they deserve. So definitely, it's been in the back of my mind. But Katie, can I just tell you one thing? Yeah. Can we please not retire the same year? Because I don't want to share the Hall of Fame with you as well, okay? Can we do that at
Why
least?
not? Wouldn't that be special?
Oh, no.
Taylor Serrano, you guys are linked.
I know, we've been linked. Let her deal with her. Let me
Okay, so
deal
you
with
can
my Hall of
coordinate
Fame.
this.
You don't want to share the platform with me?
No, I love you, Katie. We've made history together, but let's not do that together as well. You enjoy your night, I enjoy mine.
Yeah. We need something separate, don't we?
Yes, yes,
Is
100%.
there a chance with a win you walk off on Friday?
I don't know. I just take it one fight at a time. I feel great right now. I feel fit and sharp, and but, yeah, you can ask me that after Friday night.
Sure. Do you know? I'm not asking you to tell me the answer, but do you have the answer to that question in your mind? Have you talked about it with your team, or you don't even go there?
Not really. I don't think it's good to be thinking about retirement just before another big night. I think that's the decision that you make after each fight and after each performance. But I'm 39 years of age now. I know that I'm at the end of my career, but I just happen to feel good right now, and so I'm just focused on a Friday night's performance.
What's so special about your dynamic is on April 30th, 2022, you made history. First time two females headlined MSG, right? That was great in its own right, and the fight delivered. Then you stole the show in November of 2024. You, with all due respect to Jake and Mike, you guys stole the show. Now you are the show, and you're bringing a whole bunch of friends with you, the whole card. and that to me is legacy, right? And so for you being a part of MVP and seeing the women that they've signed as of late and the commitment to women's boxing, what has this all meant to you?
Man, it means everything. You know, Nikisa Badari and Jake Paul, MVP, that's MVP. They wanted to sign me. They put me on their show. I showcase good skills, and I can sell, and I can do a lot. So I motivated them and to sign more girls. And now we're at an age where the time where female boxing is growing, and it's great. We have great champions coming from the amateurs, Olympians, and I am super proud to be a female boxer, super proud to see all these great talent coming into the sport, and to have a handful of these beautiful ladies coming out to showcase their skills on Netflix at MSG can be the proudest moment in my career. That's what makes me happy. That's what fulfills my legacy. You know, I really don't care too much about what I've done as a fighter, but what I can help do for other women, that's my happiest moment, and I'm super proud.
Respect. It's very hot in here. So I'm just going to have a bit of a drink right here.
Yes.
And wouldn't you know it, time now for the Celsius Essential question. If I could open this, I'm sweating so much, I can't even open the damn thing. Oh, here it is. It's so refreshing. Wow, we're all going to drink. And this is the Celsius Essential question. It's all very natural. Shout out. Thank you. Cheers to you, Katie. Wow, cheers. Cheers, Amanda. See, look, we're all friends. This is great. How do you win on Friday? What's the official prediction, the official Katie Taylor prediction?
Well, I plan on going 3-0 on Friday night, and that's all I'm going to say, 3-0.
Do you feel like you need a stoppage to quiet everything? I know you're going to tell me you don't care about what anyone says, but it does feel nice when you can shut people up, right, from time to time?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously nice to get a stoppage, but regardless of how the fight is won, I'm very confident of stepping into
I doubt there's going to be a stoppage. These main events go
Your official prediction,
the whole way through.
Well, officially, a win on paper. Listen, 2 is better than 1, Katie. So I'll walk away with that one. But it's gonna be a great night for the fans. We're gonna put our all out there, like always. I think this is the last chapter for me and Katie, going out there, giving everything I have to go out there and become victorious. My hand raised on paper, 10 rounds or less.
Pacquiao and Marquez fought 4 times. If you win, are we doing this a 4th time?
I don't know.
They're like, bruh.
I'm like, ever since even before we fought the first time, I was
But-
like, I am so done with Katie Taylor. We've
but
always been attached from the very beginning. When
if
she took
Amanda
over, she took
wins,
over, was already multiple division world
she
champion.
gotta give her that rematch, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Thanks to Katie, a lot of people were recognizing women boxing, and they were always, oh, would you fight Katie? Would you fight Katie? At that time, I wasn't in her weight division. Well, I'm still not in her weight division, but we were always being compared and asked. And then, like now, it's like a never-ending story between both of us.
Well, it is a great privilege, honestly, a true honor to be sitting next to you two and to watch each and every one of the fights. And I cannot wait for Friday night live at the Mecca, the world's most famous arena, where it all started a little over 3 years ago. One last time, you heard it here. We're not doing it for a fourth time. This is it. One night only, the final dance. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano 3. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and good luck to you both.
Thank you.
And that night has arrived, and if you watch the first two fights, you know they fought most of those. They could have fought in a subway car. They were in so close for much of the 20 rounds that they have fought. We are closing in on Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano 3. In the meantime, we head to super bantamweight, three-time national champion in a country that is soccer crazy, that is MMA crazy, but you can't ask for a bigger opportunity to kickstart boxing in Brazil in a stage like this. Deshaun Wheelock with the rules.
We are under the unified rules of boxing this bout, and the remainder of the bouts tonight will use the female pro boxing standard 2-minute rounds.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside Madison Square Garden here in New York City for the all-women's card, the biggest night in the history of women's boxing. We now move on to the second bout on our preliminary card, scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds in the super bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, making her way to the ring, please welcome Lila Furtado.
I suppose at some level all married couples spar with each other, but Lila Furtado and her husband Jefferson, they kind of take that to another level. See, Jefferson Furtado among the most respected names in Brazilian boxing, and it's a family affair now. Their teenage daughter now hits the pads with dad. She's made a lot of her dreams come true. She says being here tonight at Madison Square Garden is one of them. Sinisa, you've got a husband that a lot of people want to punch in the face sometimes. You probably do.
Sometimes I want to punch him in the face as well.
from time to time. But it always fascinates me when a couple can work together like that, because that's a lot of hours.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I think, you know, that gives you some inspiration to go into the gym and have somebody there to train with you and to work beside you. And this is a dream come true for her.
And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome to the ring, Ramla Ali.
Yes, that is Versace that Ramla Ali is wearing on her walk to the ring, and as a high-fashion model who's been on the cover of British Vogue, she looks the part. She was here at MSG to see the first fight between Taylor and Serrano and dreamed of being on that card. But Ramla Ali has made a lot of impossible things happen at age 3, when her older brother was killed by mortar shells flying through the streets of Civil War-torn Somalia. That was enough for her parents to risk it all, a harrowing journey that eventually brought them to the UK. And if that sounds like a movie, don't worry, there's already a biopic in production. Sinisa, you and Andre Ward to join us now. You probably understand this expression more than most of us ever could, that boxing became her safe place, her sanctuary. That probably rings true to both of you, but when you realize the life she has had, I'm not sure it belongs coming out of any mouth more than Ramla Ali's. It's amazing.
Definitely not, and we all have our own stories, but with similar struggles, and boxing is something that saves so many of us, and boxing is just everything. It saves lives, it changes lives.
You can see when Ramla talks, even at the weigh-in yesterday, you can see it in her eyes. She's been through some things, and she has a young professional career, but she's also been through some things in the ring. She's been knocked out cold, and then she came back and avenged that loss. So she's growing as a fighter, but she's got a lot of internal fortitude, and I know a lot of that has to do with her upbringing.
Now she's fighting at Madison Square Garden and gets to hear Big Mo say her name.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from New York City, this contest is scheduled for 8 2-minute rounds in the super bantamweight division. Our judges at ringside scoring this contest: Robert Perez.
Bruh, I told you, bro. MVP got the best ring girls. Period.
Is Sparkle Lee. 2 warriors, 1 fight. Who wants it more? Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the silver trunks with white trim. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. She weighed in at 121.2 pounds. She holds a professional record of 11 victories, opposite 2 defeats, with 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And she fights out of Guarulhos, Sao Paulo, Brazil, introducing the 3-time Brazilian champion, Lila Furtado. And now her opponent, standing across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the gold and black trunks. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. She weighed in at 121.6 pounds. Tonight, she enters the ring with a professional record of 9 victories, opposite 2 defeats, with 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And she fights out of London,
Let's go, Ramla.
by way of Mogadishu, Somalia, introducing the 2020 Olympian, ladies and gentlemen, Ramla Ali.
It's gonna be wild in there tonight. Let's go, Ramla.
You're ready to receive your instructions, obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Good luck, ladies. Let's do it.
A dream come true for Ramla Ali. She has talked extensively about it this week, how she wanted to be on that first card. Who knew if you get a second chance, but she has in her life in so many different ways. So what an opportunity for Lila Furtado here tonight against Ramla Ali. Round 1. I knew Andre Ward would join us for this Versace. When I saw Versace, I said, now this is going to be an Andre Ward fight.
I like it a lot. I like that a lot.
There you go. I like the body shots.
Here at the table have never lost a professional fight. Undefeated.
Amen to that.
And we see Ramla right here starting off the round, circling out to her right, which is what I love to see her do. I want to see her on her feet, using her legs, because in 2003 she was down in the 5th round and down in the 8th round, and she stood in the pocket too much. She tried to brawl, and I want to see her go back to boxing, because Furtado could be dangerous. She's much slower on with her hands and her feet, but could be dangerous no matter what.
Ramla Ali's last fight was a loss to Yamalit Mercado, who we're going to see open the big show, challenging Ellie Scottney. Yamalit Mercado has probably been one of the most, it's hard to get any attention with so many of the world's elite fighters on this one night, but Yamalit Mercado might be the one that people are sort of overlooking.
Yeah, and Ali, that loss was her last fight, so she's got extra motivation, not just being on this undercard, but trying to get back in the win column.
We saw earlier the impressive performance and knockout delivered by Tam Tebow on a night that, out of the blue, a huge performance bonus was thrown in, and it's interesting to me. You're not seeing as many knockouts, obviously.
Her defense is good. I'm waiting to see some offense, though. Come on, Ramla. Come on now.
Ramla Ali is not a knockout fighter per se, but you're on the stage, you want to be noticed, and then Jake's dangling that bag.
Yeah, you can't worry about that bag, because if you lose trying to get that bag or get knocked out, you may never see another bag. So you got to be yourself no matter what happens.
Through round 1.
Okay. Hold his face. Take a bit of a smaller step back, Jeff. Bring on through chest more. Feel like crowd you out, yeah? Try and keep the straight, really straight. Cross spin back onto the skip, yeah? I'm asking if you're alright? Stop leaning now, yeah? Use your feet as well, yeah? See the angle. Shift the nose work around, yeah?
Well, they wrap up when they get hurt. You know, that's the point. One is to protect yourself, and then two, it's also kind of strategy because it gives you some free body shots too, if you're smart about it. See, she getting them body shots in. That shit adds up. It adds up.
You have to go out there and kind of rush things. You feel like you have to rush things. So fighting 3-minute rounds just gives you that that patience. You can just have patience and take your time.
You know, sometimes when you experience a loss, or every time, a loss or a knockout.
How would you know?
It's either going.
How would you know?
Very young, and I never wanted to taste that feeling again. So that's what.
And see, you gotta be careful with that shit though, cause she hitting below the belt.
You know, you're either gonna get better or you're gonna get worse. And I see Ali's defense a lot better.
Ooh, 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 ooh! She wasn't ready for that one. Come on, Ramla. You got her shook. You got her shook. She wasn't ready for that one.
And it was that straight right hand. Her trainer told her.
I don't think either one of them was ready for that.
Because she has the 2-inch height advantage, so those straight punches are going to eventually get through.
She's shook right now, bro. Look at her. She's shook. She's shook.
So she gets herself together, even though she just got hit with another right hand right there.
She did. Strong combination from Ramla Ali.
Ramla just got some confidence, bro. That was a confidence boost. She needed that. She needed that.
As it should be. Another good right hand from Ali.
See, they trying to tell her to calm down. They trying to tell Furtado to calm down. She shook, bro.
And then sneaking that right hand right behind her.
That was a push. This will be interesting to see if that should have been a knockdown early here in round 2.
Ramla got to be careful, though. She got to be careful.
Ramla Ali was doing some good work early in this fight. She did a nice flick the right hand. That's when you flick the left hand in the face of the
Look at the flick of the wrist.
You blind them.
She wasn't ready, bro.
Landed right there on the chin of Furtado. Let's see if the glove touched. It doesn't look like it did based on the first replay. So that was a good eye and a good call by the referee. Let's see right here.
Ow. God. That angle is mean, bro. Oh my God.
She never went down. And in these fights, which are so close, obviously in these rounds, a 10-9 and a 10-8 makes all the difference.
Can you hear me? Wake up, come on. You can do this. This is your life. Fight for your life.
Do not adjust your device. That is the translation of the Portuguese from the corner of Furtado.
Oh, all right.
Good strong left jab from Ali to come out to begin the round.
The point I was trying to make is that Ali looks a lot better than she did a year ago, a few years ago, when she got caught with those shots and got knocked out. You see her thinking more, a little bit more patient, and a lot more polished.
Ramla, come on. What you doing, Ramla? What you doing?
Her family not
What's
only
going on?
fight for survival when they moved to the UK, but she had to fight to be allowed to box. Her family was not overly enthusiastic about the idea. That is a story, Sinisa, that is a common thread throughout a lot of this sport.
Neither were my parents. And, had to
Ooh, ooh.
It's like that knockdown woke Furtado up. She is alive and well.
Yeah,
and she's
yeah, you can see it too.
Right she's exchanges with Ali.
She came out hitting harder.
That's definitely where Furtado is best, is fighting on the inside and just moving forward. She did a good job at
She took that fight for your life, for real.
But she's going to continue to do what she does best, and that's go forward and put the pressure.
Presence of mind for Furtado to be able to get her balance back and not put the glove down. Who knows? 15 minutes from now, we may be talking about that as a difference in this fight.
There it is. There it is. There it is. I appreciate the ref for that. I appreciate the ref for that. Yep, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
So this is the beautiful thing
Let it
about
go.
fighting in boxing is you get to see ebbs and flows and different game plans unfold in real time.
That is how she was beaten by Yamalis Mercado, who is a great pressure fighter, as Ellie Scotty's going to find out at 8 o'clock on Netflix.
Something's up with Roblo. She ain't.
Good bounce back round for Furtado.
Something shook up Ramla. She's fighting a little scared.
This is yours. This is yours. This is your fight. Lila, where's the coach? Where's the coach? Where's the coach? Where's the judge? Come on, come on. Pay attention. Stay close, hit her body, and stay close. Lila, look at me. You can do this. Pay attention.
We've all tuned out our spouse from time to time.
This is yours.
Oh, that's her husband coaching her.
Stay close.
Saw the blood trickling from the nose of Furtado.
Ooh.
She comes out more aggressively here to start round 4.
Yes, she does.
Listening to her corner as her corner told her to work the body and stay close.
Ali's being forced to stay inside, and she really doesn't have to. She has to use that.
Ramla's got a good bob and weave, but
with that jab out there, and that'll slow Furtado down just a little bit, and she can still get those combinations off. But right now,
let go.
Inexperience is on display for Ali, where the pressure comes, and she's doing what Furtado wants her to do.
See, the numbers are even. Right now, the difference in the fight is Furtado not going down. That big shot in round 2 with her glove never touching the canvas.
Ali woke up a monster with that that shot she hit her with.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She really
Sometimes
did.
it wakes you up. And as Andre mentioned, going back to that jab is what she needs to do.
Yes.
She almost looks hungrier after the almost knockdown to get inside and throw these big power shots, and that's not her game.
Unfortunately, getting hurt is either going to make you press forward or shrink back and, you know, lose yourself, and she's not doing that. You see the heart of a champion, you see that heart of a fighter on display right now.
She's like, come on, Ramla. Come on now. Ooh.
And for some fighters, sometimes it's hard to go back to boxing and using your jab.
Yes.
And she's falling into what Furtado wants her to do. She's got to go back to that jab.
Yeah, she has drawn her into a telephone booth fight. That is exactly where Lila Furtado wants to be, and she has to fight back where she wants it through 4.
I feel like her coaches ain't telling her too much, though. I mean,
I keep an eye on the distance here. See if Ramla Ali can regain that comfortable distance she had in the second round.
Ramla Ali's corner told her to touch with that jab, touch the glove with that jab. to blind her and land.
She has more reach on her too. Like use that. Use that. Keep her, make her keep her distance.
The unofficial scorecard of Sean Wheelock, as like most of us see it here, 3-1 for Tato.
It's good 1-2 from Ali. Didn't really land, but it kept Tato back by just a second. Gave her a little bit of breathing room.
She controlled the distance at least for 10, 15 seconds.
Not a
that right got through.
Yeah, it's not a will thing with Ali. She's got the will, she's got the toughness. She just doesn't really know what to do in this moment. You can see it on her face.
Leila Furtado has only fought twice outside of Brazil, and she lost both those fights.
Good shot right there, 1-2 from Ali.
Well, don't look like she's using this one because Furtado's got this in the bag right now.
Again,
for sure.
Ali,
I'll be surprised if Furtado loses this.
That left hand out. When the fight is that close, it's been all Furtado.
But that's also what Ali has to do. Throw the body shots. She's only thrown about 2 or 3 body shots, but they've all landed, and it's made Furtado stop and think for just a second.
Overhead.
Sometimes you do one thing, even by accident, in a fight, and it unlocks something, and it could change the course of a fight.
Come on.
What makes you go away from doing what you have been training for months to do?
Because you have somebody charging at you, trying to knock you out, and you don't have a lot of time to think.
The heavy bag doesn't hit back.
No, exactly.
Oh.
Lila, great. That was amazing. This is going to get even better. Stay close and work on her body. You go ahead and you punch her. Do not go back. Stay very close to her. If you're close to her, you can really
From our lips to another lips to another set of lips.
She's there holding fucking rip him in, yeah? Remember who you are.
Come on, clean this up real quick. Come on. Let's do it. Come on, quickly. Thank you.
If there's one thing boxing is known for, it's tidiness. So now it is starting to...
There you go. Now she getting the body shots in.
It's becoming a problem for Ramla Ali because she has likely lost 4 of these first 5 rounds.
And in the second half of the fight, she wants to show how much she wants to win, but she has to do it the right way.
There you go. Come on.
That's by using that jab and moving, not staying on the inside like this.
Come on.
Good shot right there.
Use your jab. Use your jab. There you go. There you go. That's it.
More blood from the nose of Furtado. That was a problem earlier in the fight.
I love what Ali's corner said to her just as she got off the school. He said, remember who you are. You not only forget game plan sometimes, but you can forget that you belong here and who you are, and you need to be reminded of that in the corner sometimes.
We remind you of where we are headed at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Netflix. Ultimate conclusion. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, the trilogy fight here at Madison Square Garden. Man, we got a lot of fun to get to between now and then. I don't know how much time Leila Furtado has spent.
Ramla keeps wrapping her up, man.
A few days in New York, but
she keeps wrapping her up.
that would have been good training for the way she wants to fight. And it has worked to perfection.
Stop. Don't punch. Don't punch him.
Yeah, this is Furtado's style. This is where she wants to be, on the inside, going forward. It's up to
her jab.
Ali to
Jeez.
make an adjustment, make a change.
She's not using her jab. Ah! Use your jab. Come on. You have reach. You have reach.
I think she's just trying to stop the hard charging Furtado for just a moment, just so she can.
Yeah, she playing with her now. She knows she got her. She playing with her. Ah, come on. She playing with her now, bro.
At times you want to take a step back and bring it up, rip it up, yeah? She's there to fucking eat that shit all day, yeah? Okay? Yeah? I'm sorry.
You're getting tied up in there because you're throwing the right hand and you're dropping your head. What are you dropping your head for? Stay nice and stay low, but stay high with the right hand. That way
Yes.
you're able to counter after that.
Listen to your coach. Listen to your coach.
It's coming over the top too much, yeah? You're not able to work after that, so you got to sit low, drive it in, yeah? Drive it into her chest now, then you can rip it up to the stomach, yeah?
You gotta fight your fight. Don't fight her fight. You're not scoring points. Neither one of y'all hold you. You gotta pick it up.
I like this coach from the outside. Tell the one in the ring to shut the fuck up. I like the one on the outside. He's actually giving her stuff she can use.
We head to round number 7.
Ron Ali's corner gave her very good instructions in that round about her right hand. Instead of throwing it and,
Yep.
and
There you go.
moving
Yes.
right back,
Yes.
throwing it and
This is what you
finding
should have been doing all fight. Come on.
to get tied up with Furtado.
Sean Willock, you see it pretty much the way we do.
I do indeed, Sean. 59-55, 5 rounds to 1, Leila Furtado. It was a strong round number 2 for Ramla Ali. She nearly had the knockdown, but you see it's the smothering pressure of Furtado that I believe is winning her this fight.
Yep.
God, if you're just joining us in the middle of this fight, a great job by Leila Furtado to not get
This fight's over. The only way Ali can win it now is if she gets a knockdown, but I don't see that happening.
10-9, 10-8 round, it could have made all the difference, but Furtado has dominated ever since.
Yes, little things go a long way. Furtado made one adjustment. She said, I'm not going to stand here and be on the end of your right hand ever again in this fight, and she has it.
Get out the inside. Get out the inside. That's what she wants you.
She's pressed forward.
Stop fighting her fight.
But it's been effective.
And Ronda making it easy for her to do so by falling in when throwing that right hand.
That's what I was saying before about falling into this. Exactly what she's doing when she's the one who needs the separation and now has to land.
And that's one thing that's the most difficult to stay disciplined about because I
God,
faced a lot
dude.
of
She's
fighters
doing
who
well.
are very
Come on.
aggressive and fight just like Furtado, but you have to stay sharp. Your punches have to be sharp. You have to bring them right back and not fall in.
Every time she drops her head, bro, I like.
Amateur fighter and has gone back and forth from the amateurs and the pros. And the poise of Leila Furtado surviving that near flash knockdown in the second round. That uppercut got through.
Yes, it did. Workman-like performance from Furtado.
This has been good stuff.
Oh.
You are winning this. Lila, this is the last round. You just keep punching her. Look up like a machine gun. Up and down. 5 or 6 punches. And keep your hands closed. Protect your face. Breathe. You're doing amazing.
Can't argue with any of that in any language.
This is the final round.
Punch stats can be misleading
The
sometimes.
outside. Get to the outside. Get to the outside. Get to the outside. There you go. There you go. Back up. Back up. Give it some space.
As her corner just told her to throw like a machine gun, and that's exactly what she's coming out doing.
There it is.
6-1 through 7. Ramla Ali, not a finisher, not a knockout fighter. In her 9-2 start. Now needs something big here in the final 85 seconds.
But even though Ali hasn't found the answer that she's needed to turn the course of this
Oh.
fight, that wasn't a knockdown.
Yeah.
Referee will make her wipe her gloves, just make sure there's no dust or anything to get in the eye of Ali. But you've never seen Ali turn. You never saw her stop fighting or quit. Sometimes a fighter can quit without actually stopping the fight. You don't see that from Ali, so I respect it. She didn't find the answer she needed, but the heart was still there.
Stop.
It seems like she just got drawn into Furtado.
Killing me, bro. It's killing me.
but she couldn't beat her at that fight.
She couldn't beat her, and that's not her game plan. That's not the way she was going to beat Furtado. What she did in the first 2 rounds, or the first round and a half, she should have kept to that, even with Furtado changing her game plan. Fighters have to dictate. You don't go off of your opponent. You dictate how the night is going to be fought. Oh, bad cut right there.
Really
Yep.
bad one late.
That's a really bad one. She's feeling it too.
And Rama's showing massive heart. And as I mentioned, it's easier to teach somebody how to box than to teach them how to fight. And you do not have to teach Rama how to fight because she has that heart and that dog in her.
Great action in the final round. And Ramla Ali got drawn into Lila Furtado's fight, and she paid the price.
Yeah, she opened her up pretty good in that last round. Yeah, I mean, Lila, she controlled that fight. She controlled the entire match, bro. She got hit real good. I think she underestimated how hard she hits. And she came back. She was like, "All right, game on. Game on."
That is what carries you forward.
The first sold-out female headline boxing card in history. Wow.
There are no guarantees in a fight.
God, I hope we get to see Alicia's fight, man. It's gonna be so good.
Through the hits, the cuts, the pain.
There's a strong possibility that Bumgarner's fight is gonna be fight of the night. There's a strong possibility.
Really make a statement.
One of the most dominant performances by a woman boxer.
Don't be surprised if this turns into a trilogy. One of the biggest matches in boxing history.
Because that's what makes a champion.
Baumgartner versus Miranda. Taylor versus Serrano. Friday, July 11th.
What we believe will be the biggest win of Lila Furtado's career, and her first outside of Brazil.
It's a tight as hell, bro.
These are the moments that change a country's passion for a sport. So soccer crazy, so MMA crazy in Brazil.
Up in the spot, we on fire.
Somewhere there were little girls watching this fight saying, I can do that too. And truly, it was not
right, I'll be right
the
back.
smartest fight that Ramla Ali could have fought, but man, did she fight hard.
A lot of heart, like she's always shown throughout her short career. You appreciate that, but her and her team got to go back if she's going to continue her career, and they got to figure this out, because that was a small adjustment she could have made. It wasn't anything astronomical, and you got to figure out why wasn't she able to make that adjustment and stay ahead in this fight like she started.
We think we know, and Big Mo knows for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judges Robert Perez and Robert Taylor see the contest 77-75, while Judge Tom Schreck sees it 78-74. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Ramla Ali!
I'll say it first. That is shocking.
Yeah. All respect to Ramla Ali. She didn't win that fight.
Wait, did Ramla win?
That victory, I'm not sure what the judges were looking at from the second round on.
I think Furtado definitely earned that
Wait,
victory.
what?
She did. She pushed through. She fought her style. Ramla Ali fell into that style and fell into
No way.
And, I'd like to see Ramla Ali go back and make some adjustments.
Hold up.
Something
I gotta
she
see
has to
that.
do
Hold
in the
on.
gym. She's got to do it in training. She's Definitely earned.
I gotta see that
Robert
announcement.
Taylor see the contest 77 to 75, while Judge Tom Schreck sees it 78 to 74. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Ramla.
Wow. No shot.
Took the massive decision to take some time out because my dad was unwell, and my loudmouth sister that we just spoke about yesterday on the way in, she made me take, like, she spoke to me and she said, look, you're doing too much, take some time out, which I did. And as a boxer, you always want to go in straight, like you don't take any easy roads. So I knew going into this fight this was going to be tough. You know, as Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until they get hit in the face. I had a game plan. It didn't quite work to plan. She came to win, which was evident. And I'm just glad I got through it.
I would like to be transparent with you. I did not think you won the fight from a scorecard perspective, and I think the official scorecard of the broadcast, just being 100% honest, are you surprised by the scorecards? Did you not think as well, for being 100% honest?
No, I thought I won. I thought the drop in the second round should have been scored as a knockdown, hence why I took 2 steps back to go to the neutral corner, and it wasn't scored as a knockdown. So I knew from then, like, yeah, it got really messy, but I knew I was edging it because of that knockdown. And yeah, you know what, everybody has their own opinions, and you know, fair play to you for having yours and not shying away from it, but I do believe that I did win the fight, hence why I put my hand up at the end.
I don't know if it's the same judges or not. I'm not sure.
And you were coming off a tough battle against Mercado as well. What did you learn from that experience that you applied in this fight?
So with Mercado, I was on the front foot. We took a different approach to that one. I was on the front foot pushing her back. I do believe I won that fight, but you know, again, everybody has their own opinions. 3 judges scored it against me in Arizona, which is a heavily Mexican state with 10,000 Mexican fans, and as loud as my sister is, she can't compete with that. But I learned a lot from that. I regrouped. We had a different game plan to this, be a bit more on the back foot, try and hold the center of the ring. And like I said, everybody has a game plan until they get hit. That didn't quite work to plan. But yeah, I'm just glad I got through it. I'm glad I stepped back into the ring and was doing something that I loved.
Well, enjoy the victory. A hard-fought win for Ramla Ali, everyone. Yeah. Show her some love. Congratulations on the big win here tonight, Ramla.
That's crazy.
An amazing story that she has, and she is a pleasure to be around and to watch fight. But Sinisa, that was not right.
I just love the way Ramla is just, still so.
She basically said, we had a plan, right. We didn't really execute.
I love how everybody in there was like, there's no way you won this fight.
She's gonna go back and watch this tape. Maybe she'll
That's
think
hilarious
she'll think that the fight was closer, that she didn't win. But no matter what, she's going to go back and improve and fix those things, because like she said, she got punched in the face and the game plan went out the window, and you know that can't happen. And
I don't know if I agree with what's his name on commentary of him saying that. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but
maybe against Mercado again.
You will see plenty more of Ramla Ali, and hopefully we see a lot more of Layla Furtado.
I think it would have been a little bit more appropriate for him to be like, you hear the crowd is a little bit in disagreement to this decision. That would have made a little more sense and been a little bit more appropriate. But he was like, oh, yeah, I don't think you won this. I'm like, bro, that's not really your place to throw your opinions around. But I don't know. That's just me.
Sean, under the unified rules administered by the New York State Athletic Commission, there is no 3 knockdown rule. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round.
Seth doing a punch. Barely beating Tiff. No, I didn't see that.
Jessica Kamara is in many ways a fascinating story and is a huge underdog in this situation tonight. And in many ways, where would you rather be? Because if you are a huge underdog on this stage with all of the pressure on Chantel Cameron, suddenly you hear Jessica Kamara well, all of a sudden, nothing to lose.
I would want to be here. If I was the underdog, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than Madison Square Garden fighting on this MVP Netflix card.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout on the prelims is scheduled for 10 two-minute rounds, and it is for the interim WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, making her way to the ring, please welcome the challenger, Jessica Kamara.
Hey.
Every couple has an origin story in the combat sports world, especially. It's not unusual for a fighter to meet their future spouse at an event like this or a weigh-in, but in the case of Jessica Kamara, that future
It was all a
her
dream.
present opponent. She won a 4-round unanimous decision over Erica Hernandez that night and asked Erica's trainer for her number. 2 years later, they were married. Most of us, Anissa, we get married and spend the rest of our life fighting with our spouse. They figured out a hack.
That's awesome. Found love in boxing. How about a movie, Love in Boxing, instead of Love in Basketball?
Fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome to the ring, Chantel Cameron.
Who's at Madison Square Garden?
Chantel Cameron is in an interesting spot tonight. Her win over Katie Taylor, so impressive in so many ways. There was controversy in the rematch.
This
but
is a
she's gone
championship
through a bunch
match,
of
isn't
things here, Cece. Changing trainers. She's gone to different camps, different promoters, but now under the MVP banner, she's got her eyes set on that ultimate target.
Ultimate target. She's going to be extremely motivated to be back with MVP on this stage.
March Madness has 68 teams every year. There's always a 69th that didn't make it. 12 teams make the college football playoff, and you know come December there's going to be a 13th on the outside looking in that could easily have been there. There's going to be a 33rd team left out of the World Cup on Netflix in 2 years. In about 3 hours, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano will make this walk for the third time. They have dominated the headlines. They have dominated the conversation, but how close was Chantel Cameron from crashing this generational garden party? Cameron is the one who went into 3 Arena in Dublin of all places and became the one in Katie Taylor's 24-1. But after losing the controversial rematch in the span of a year, went from undisputed to uninspired. Her face pressed up against the glass back in the shadows as Katie and Amanda's rematch was seen around the world. Tonight, she shares their spotlight, and if she has her way, before, during, and after this fight, she will no longer be the outsider looking in, but the one that everyone is looking at.
Oh, damn, she got 3 different songs for her walkout? Shit.
So good.
Get your ass in the ring.
So good
Damn.
because her skills, her sharpness, her precision, and as you mentioned, giving Katie Taylor her first defeat with those skills. And Katie Taylor wants that third fight.
I'm pulling for Cobra just because she took her sweet ass time with 3 goddamn songs.
In a great stacked weight division, and MVP is the perfect promotion for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, this next bout on our prelim card is scheduled for 10 two-minute rounds, and it is for the interim WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World, sanctioned by the WBC and its president Mauricio Suleiman and its supervisor Raja Amache. Our 3 judges at ringside scoring this bout: Guido Cavalieri, Max DeLuca, and Waleska Roldan. And our referee in charge when the bell rings is Tom Taylor. 2 warriors, 1 fight. Who wants it more? Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with multicolored trim, She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. She weighed in at 139.4 pounds. She holds a professional record of 14 victories, opposite 4 defeats, and 1 draw, with 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And she fights out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, by way of Cambridge, Ontario, Canada.
A lot of Canadians.
Introducing the former World Championship contender, Jessica the Cobra Kamara.
Let's go, Cobra!
And now her opponent standing across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with leopard print trim. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in at 139 pounds. Tonight, she enters the ring with a near-perfect professional record of 20 victories, opposite 1 defeat, with 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And she fights out of Northampton, England, introducing the former undisputed light welterweight champion of the world and the current reigning and defending WBC interim super lightweight champion of the world, Chantel Il Capo Cameron. Once again, our referee in charge, Tom Taylor.
Chief, come on over here. Coach, need you over here. Come on this side, Coach. All right. Line right here is the middle of the C. Anything from the gold, below the gold up is going to be good. You got my instructions in the back, ladies. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner.
You saw the title belt. Let's explain that situation. The interim championships can be confusing. I was told there would be no math, but it doesn't. We all know why we're here tonight for the most part, which is Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano in the 3rd fight. If the winner of that fight chooses not to defend the title against Chantel Cameron, she would then become the champion. In the meantime, she holds the interim title. You referenced Anissa the rematch with Katie Taylor, and isn't it ironic? We would see that near flash knockdown from Rama Ali in the previous fight, because that was the controversy in the 2nd fight. It looked like a clear knockdown of Katie Taylor that could have changed the momentum, but they called it a slip. Katie Taylor came back and won that 2nd fight. It is, obviously, as you said, it is Chantel Cameron's dream to get that trilogy fight. That's the only trilogy on her mind tonight. The rest of the world is looking at Serrano and Taylor. Chantel Cameron is thinking about a trilogy fight in Dublin.
Yes, and I think that'll be a great trilogy. A lot of people didn't get to watch the 1st and 2nd fight because, you know, it wasn't on a stage like this. But now that women's boxing is growing with this platform, I feel like more people will tune in and be interested in a trilogy with Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor.
She knows even now Chantel Cameron has more eyes on her than she has ever had. Like pretty much everybody else on this night wants to put on a show. There is no pound-for-pound list essentially does not have Chantel Cameron in the top 5. Rematch loss to Katie Taylor was her only defeat.
Pull your arm out. Pull it out.
She does a nice job at keeping those hands high and throwing a good straight 1-2 down the middle.
Jessica Kamara's last fight was called a technical draw because it didn't go to 4 rounds. She was having a rough time with Caroline Dubois.
Stop. Listen for the bell.
Always going to fit the center of the ring.
Really good snapping with that jab. You can't miss with it. Every now and then, bam, bam, a sharp 1-2. Nice and long edge, bam, bam, the speed. Okay, you don't have to have the pause in the middle with the power. Bam, speed, sharp, snappy 1-2. She's there all the time. Seeing your jab, just bang, bang, 1-2 now and then. Let's come up, boys, lean over the front foot. So we can go bang, bang, and put the pack, okay? Only when she leans in,
Snappy jabs, bang 1, 2. Heaven down the pipe, you can't miss. Okay, really good. Stay sharp, stay switched on, which has a little go back.
New corner
okay, really
for
good.
Chantel Cameron with Stephen Smith. And sometimes you need a different voice.
Yes, and he's giving her great advice. Great advice in this first round to start with. He's telling her, throw quick 1-2s down the middle, which is exactly what she needs to do because Kamara's going to be right there for it, and it's going to make Kamara keep thinking and keep hesitating to get inside. So Chantel Cameron's corner wants her to throw, as I said, the straight quick 1-2s down the middle to get Kamara to reach and come forward, then throw that uppercut. Kamara tends to get low. She gets low, she leans down to the right, and that's a perfect opportunity for Cameron to come up with that uppercut.
That's how she got cut in her last fight. Good, strong left jab here. Cameron, a couple of them. Throwing in combinations. Watch Chantel Cameron, she's so smooth.
Very smooth. I love how she steps in. She takes those small steps back and circles to the right.
Right hook on the escape.
Ooh.
Shot of the fight for Kamara.
And those are the shots you have to watch out for by Kamara because that's what she's looking for, that overhand right, and it could be dangerous. Which is why she likes to lean to the right, is to come up with that overhand right. So sometimes throwing an uppercut could be very dangerous from the outside when you have a fighter who's coming over.
There you go.
With that overhand right at the same time.
Come on, Cobra. Come on, Cobra.
Very sharp.
Get in there.
Good second round for Kamara. Giving Cameron some things to think about.
Ooh.
And Kamara with that overhand right again.
Hey. Kamara came with play, bro.
With a few little adjustments, she's yours, Jess. Okay, listen. You belong here for sure. Deep breath, deep breath. I want you to shorten your left hook just a little bit. You are coming really close with that hook. Shorten it just a little bit, okay? And we're still gonna keep touching that body every chance. I can see her dipping already, okay? The last thing, we're gonna steal that round. I think you won that round.
Cameron got set up with that overhand right by Kamara and led to this.
Here's that sneaky overhand right by Kamara. Here we see it again at a different angle, right on Chantel Cameron's drill. And that's a punch that she has to watch out for throughout this fight because Kamara's going to continue to throw it, especially as the rounds go on. And Kamara's corner also telling her to continue to work the body and to throw that short left hook up top. And Chantel can't be in that position there to give her the opportunity to work her body or to land that overhand right again. She's got to keep that jab out, and keep that distance.
Chantel Cameron, the last one that has to be reminded what the main event is tonight. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. She very, very much would like to face
Watch the back of the head now. Careful.
Another sneaky right uppercut from Cameron got in.
Those small little step backs right there is what Cameron needs to continue to do for the rest of the fight. So she can drop that straight right hand of hers or the left uppercut, or right uppercut, sorry.
Uppercut started this little flurry here for Cameron. More than content in the center of the ring trading. Great action here in round 3.
And when Chantel's on the inside, working that body is going to be key because she can come up with that left hook.
Kamara's taking some good shots here in this third round.
Ooh.
She's
Ooh.
but she's answering.
Good rounds, you're landing big shots, now you're busting it up, you're breaking it up. She'll start getting to signs, you go within herself, or she'll go for that last hurrah, okay? Remember it, stay switched on. Much more aware that time, catching shots, a lot better. Keep it going, just bust it up, okay?
So you know that cut over has been ruled by a punch.
Yeah, it was,
Right.
yeah, good. Happy days, you're getting to it now. Same thing now when you bang it out, whip that body shot in. She felt one, didn't like it, okay? You can go bang, bang, but we're aware of what's coming back at us. We roll our head, we keep it.
And here's the left hook that Kamara's team was telling her about. That short left
Ooh,
hook
the
up
Joker's
top.
mean.
Before she was throwing it a bit too wide, so they told her go a bit shorter with it, and it landed flush.
Close couple of rounds, the last two. And Kamara very willing to trade with Cameron here in the center.
And trading like this is what makes it difficult to score with 2-minute rounds.
Yeah,
is
it does.
those exchanges back and forth. So when Chantel takes steps back and gets that separation, it makes rounds much more clearer to score.
Is her eye closing up?
CompuBox numbers.
Oof.
Heavy shots. Kamara's shots that she has landed have been high quality. Cameron just quicker in these exchanges.
Yeah, Kamara looks in tremendous shape for this fight, and she looks like she's gonna continue to keep coming and try to get a knockout with that left hook and overhand right that she's been throwing.
She'll tell you it was not a great performance against Dubois in her last fight. She looks like a different fighter tonight, despite the big step up in competition.
Stop.
Saw Ian McKillop in Jessica Kamara's corner and says we have trouble finding sparring partners for her because you see how big she is for this weight class. Throws a lot of power shots.
Lots of power shots, but this is where Chantel Cameron's skills come in with using her footwork and taking steps back, rolling out to the right, countering with straight punches, quick 1-2s like her trainer wants her to.
She's been far more effective with that jab through 4.
Really good. See, she starts to come at the end, you just judged it well, you take back, bang, you nailed it. Really good. Boxing so nice. Really good. How you feeling? What do you mean? You're like a little mark, isn't it? Nothing like. What do you mean, champ? Really good. Okay. I'll keep speaking, you just stay your eyes closed. Bust it up with that jab, okay? When you smack a high, go low as well. You can get a gap behind the elbow. Remember what I said to you when you lean forward, there's always a gap there. You can whip it right round, champ, okay? Keep your eyes closed. Okay. Trying to give little flurries up close, just stay switched onto it. Bang, and then whump. Oh, bang, whump. There's always a gap behind the elbow, okay? There you go, champ. There you go. Same round. Yep.
This, by the way, could be a great example of a fight that the scorecard might not look close, but it can be 10-9 rounds are very difficult. A 10-9 round is a 10-9 round. All you have to do is win by that small little margin. And this is what plays into the main event tonight with Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, that the rounds that Amanda has won in the first 2 fights, she's won by a wider margin, clearly, but 10-9 is 10-9.
Exactly, and I think Chantel has been making these early rounds clear. I think very clear for her. She's getting that separation.
Here in the corner of Jessica Martin. Don't wait.
Ooh, wow.
She's looking for her spot, but she's taking a couple of shots in the meantime, and that's what adds up to losing a round.
Yeah, she's taking more shots to give that one big shot. And Chantel Cameron's corner wants her to, when she's on the inside, work the body and come up top with uppercuts or with hooks, but bottom to top. Those body shots always open up those headshots.
Now the volume of shots that Kamara has taken, you can see her starting to weigh on her here in round 5. You can see the damage on her face, and you can see the damage in that little loss of speed and aggressiveness.
Nice counter left hook by Chantel there. And those quick punches like that is what is going to get Kamara thinking and hesitating.
Chantel Cameron was tasked with putting on a show tonight, and she is doing it through 5.
Let it go, Jessica.
Supposed to hit the jab. She's coming to try and have a little go all the time. Lift the chin, bang the body, okay? The left hook, the head can't miss it either. Coming out with it, bang, just commit to it. Just try and throw with you. Stay switched on. Busting her up with the jab, keep doing it. Boom, boom. Remember I said the same jab, bang, bang, the 2. She don't know what to do, the sharp 2s. Can't miss with it, okay? When she does come close down.
We're going to see some patience here, right, from Chantel Cameron.
Patience. Watching the punches come to her, then countering with that quick left hook.
That's what real life looks like when you've been in there 5 rounds for Chantel Cameron.
And as you mentioned, Sean, patience. Chantel Cameron has a good eye and knows how to stay patient, and knows how to see punches coming, which makes her so good and so skilled.
So Stephen Smith in the corner of Chantel Cameron. He's with Ariel.
Stephen, halfway through the fight, how do you think she's doing?
Really well. She's doing what she needs to do. She's busting her up at range, and then she's got to start finding more body shots when she's close.
What do you want to see more of other than the body shots?
Yeah, just you know, control it more at range. She's got a lovely jab. She's got a jab. She's not missing with it. You can see Jessica's face becoming bruised up now and best up. She's got to keep busting it up, doing what she's doing now. Really landing the long shots, and just keep scoring. Really.
Thank you. Good luck, guys.
It's so funny when you're watching a fight that people who are 10 feet away, and isn't this the story of Taylor and Serrano? People who are 10 feet apart from each other can see it completely differently. So it's always interesting to see the perspective from the corner.
Close-up 4D view while you're in the corner.
Good shot, good shot.
It almost feels like Jessica Kamara is just loading up for that one big shot now. She's just hoping.
She wants that overhand right again.
Landed it a couple of times early in the fight. Chantel Cameron is
Come on,
adjusted.
watch the back of the head, ref. Come on now.
So difficult when the pressure is on you, not just to win, but to win big, which it is for Chantel Cameron tonight.
Ooh.
She's eating some shots. Paying the price for staying aggressive here through 6.
They fighting. They fighting.
I want you pushing her back, okay? We can't lose another round. We can't lose another round. You push her back. You understand what I'm saying? Push her back. You are stronger.
You gotta get that swelling down.
Trust me when I tell you. You have tissue, paper, towel to blow on those guys. Towel? Do you have a towel?
Cameron drops her left here.
And this is the
Oh, God.
looking for all night and will continue to look for. Chantal is doing beautiful work on the inside. Sometimes you gotta give one to take a few.
The first thing she said was how Jessica Kamara looked in such good shape. And she took a lot of shots early in the fight to still be this strong and to have a good couple of rounds here. I thought 5 and 6 might have been her best round.
Yeah, she's in tremendous shape and it's gonna keep fighting. You can tell she's a fighter. She's got heart.
Chantel Cameron, as you look at the CompuBox numbers, and those are the Power Punch numbers. As you said, Jessica Kamara has been loading up, looking for the one big shot, whereas Cameron has mixed in a lot more jabs.
Kamara landing that straight right hand followed by a left hook.
She's trying to knock her out. She's trying to knock her out. That's all she wants to do right now is knock her out. I can tell, bro. She's taking a lot of punches, though. I'm worried that if she can't knock her out, the judges are going to rule against her.
Cameron's got to circle back to the right to leave Kamara standing there and get in a better position. Use that speed again. Go back to that speed.
It'll be to some degree disconcerting for Cameron that Jessica Kamara has looked stronger as the fight has gone longer. Price of those jabs, you can start to see the damage in the left eye of Jessica Kamara.
Yep.
There's a good look at it.
And Chantal has a nice, sharp jab. Especially when a fighter like Kamara who holds their hands up high to their face, you know, they kind of blind themselves. So even if you throw the jab and it lands on their glove, it's still affecting and hitting their face.
She's ready to go. She's ready to go. Just be switched on her, what's going back. She'll gamble with you. But punch her target in the sense, you know, we punch her power, we punch her purpose now. We let her know. She's ready to go. And don't let this knock out your monster, okay? This is your moment. Sorry,
Chantel Cameron's been working so hard to defend against the overhand right.
Okay.
You forgot about the left.
We pop, pop. We keep hitting her, we keep hitting her. Wedge come in, boom, boom. We rotate through, we keep our chin low, okay? Big rotation. Punch your papers. Pop, jab, big right. And when we get close, bang, commit. There or there, okay? Let's go, champ. This is it. Come on.
Time. Come in. Just want you to talk. How are you feeling? You okay? Any headaches? Okay? You good? Yeah. All right. Do me a favor over here. Ready?
Mentioned it looked like the
Time in.
left
Go.
eye of Kamara after taking all those jabs was starting to close, and that was the concern of the doctor.
When Kamara was walking back to her corner at the end of that round, she looked very fatigued and very exhausted. You know, she's still going to continue to fight and come forward, but she's definitely tired. So this is where Chantal Cameron has to take advantage in these last few rounds. I keep rolling out to the right just like that. Get in a better position, make Kamara work and reach forward and tire out her legs.
Chantel Cameron, who's been the world champion, 2 fights with Katie Taylor. She is more than comfortable backstroking in this deep water, and she has dragged Jessica Kamara into it now. Cameron changing levels, body shot, uppercut. That set up the hook.
Jessica, watch that back of the head.
And it's great when Cameron's on the inside, as long as she's doing as her corner is telling her to do. Work the body, come up top with the uppercuts, follow up with the hook. You see those uppercuts there on the inside.
2 of them. Both got through. First time legs look a little
Ooh.
wobbly for Jessica.
Ooh. 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 Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
It smells the finish line.
Oh no.
Great work from Cameron on the inside.
Oh no.
Body work, uppercuts.
Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up.
That Jessica Kamara is taken against one of the best in the world.
She said, show me something. He finna call it.
Overwhelming show in round 8.
Man, she was getting real wobbly towards the end there. That last 30 seconds was rough.
Before going live on Netflix, we can now say it's the top of the hour, headed for the trilogy fight. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano lit this building up 3 years ago at Madison Square Garden. And then in Arlington, Texas, stole the show. So tonight they could become the show.
Yeah, bro, she's just eating punches. Like, she's so focused on trying to knock her out that she's just eating punches.
Doctor took another look at Jessica Kamara in between rounds.
There you go. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. There you go. Bob and weave. Bob and weave. Bob and weave.
See the difference when we talk about there being levels to this. 4 or 5 rounds, Jessica Kamara game, throwing that big overhand right, she can take it and stay with Chantel Cameron, even if she was losing the rounds. But those jabs and those body shots, eventually you pay the price. And by the time you get to round 7,
She's taking them, but it's not helping her at all.
It looks like a one-sided fight.
At this point, if she doesn't knock her out, I'll be surprised if she wins it. But I was wrong on the last one too, so we'll see.
And then at times staying on the
These
inside,
judges
working the
apparently
back,
are watching a
with
different
uppercuts,
fight.
Left hooks from the outside, so she's done it all throughout the fight.
Chantel Cameron can't make the trilogy with Katie Taylor happen. This is all she can do, is dominate when she gets the spotlight. These are just wild shots from Jessica Kamara now.
Definitely very fatigued, which is where Chantel Cameron can take advantage with taking those little step back, throwing those uppercuts.
Cameron overhand right. She has found a home for that uppercut the last couple of rounds. Another one. Chantel Cameron just getting stronger and stronger as the fight goes longer.
She's like, this looks like she's going to pull every time she goes back the corner. She's brave. So you be the big one in your nose or your mouth. Then coming up. Okay, big finish. You're coming, have a go, so you stay switched on. You don't be getting caught with your head high. Punch through the target, punch the purpose, okay? Okay. When you drop this, bang, rotate, bang, come back with this, okay? High or low, okay? High or low, whenever you want, but just punch through. Get it. Don't go for it, okay? When you're in your moment, go for it, okay? Stay switched on.
This is the final round.
Respect and full marks here. Because no one knows better than what Jessica Kamara is going through than the one delivering the beating.
And in this 10th round, Chantel's corner telling her, throw whatever you want, because everything is landing.
This was a methodical performance by Chantel Cameron. She put jabs and body shots in the bank early. And by the time this got to round 6, round 7, she was scoring at will. Get the feeling that one day at this trajectory, Jessica Kamara is going to say, I went the distance with Chantel Cameron. That's going to be a pretty good flex.
Very good flex. And no matter how fatigued and tired she is, she's a warrior. She's going to continue to fight and come forward to the final battle. And Chantel looking very comfortable on the inside. Landing combinations, landing punches, whether it's to the head or to the body.
This was a night in so many ways created by Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. But when this night is over, you're going to know a lot more names. And one of them is Chantel Cameron. It's not the future of women's boxing that looks bright. It's the present. As there are superstars all over the place.
Oh no.
Chantel Cameron coming down the stretch like a thoroughbred.
Now landing those long, straight, powerful shots of hers.
You got 10 seconds. Hold it together for 10 seconds. Hold it together for 10 seconds.
Performance on the big stage, and she delivered it. A gutsy performance by Jessica Kamara to be there at the end.
Showed so much heart and courage throughout the fight. Those skills by Chantel Cameron, though, are what set her apart in this fight, what separated her. She didn't allow to make rounds close. She made sure that she showed that separation.
Shit, chat. We might not make it to the end of this last match, this last fight, man.
The difference there coming primarily with the jab that Cameron scored with early. And Chantel Cameron, she tasted a couple of those overhand rights early and said, okay, I know what I got to stay away from, and she did.
She did. You know, it's a fight. You're gonna get hit. You gotta take one to give some, and that's exactly what she did.
It's been a dark year or so for Chantel Cameron. Changing trainers, trying to figure out her place in the world after the loss to Katie Taylor, but
I think this change is great for her. Her trainer gave her very good instructions throughout the fight, and it worked well. And she listened. She stuck to the game plan. She did exactly what she was told.
That's the overhead right from Kamara that we talked about at the start of the fight. Chantel Cameron took a couple, but man, did she deliver, particularly as the fight went on.
She was able to adjust and still stick to her game plan and still do what she's been training to do, landing beautiful body shots, uppercuts on the inside when her trainer told her to.
You saw that punishing left hook to the body, and those are the ones those are fight-changing shots. Big Mo will make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for these two tonight. After 10 full championship rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the official decision. Judge Guido Cavallari sees the contest 99-91. Judge Max DeLuca sees
That's swelling on her eyes. Crazy.
Judge Waleska Roldan sees it 99-91, declaring your winner by unanimous decision,
Yeah.
interim WBC
Yep.
Super Lightweight
BRB chat.
Il Capo, Chantel Cameron.
So the world will be watching the main event tonight. The world plus Chantel Cameron.
I love her tremendous skills. You know, she's able to make adjustments. I'm looking forward to seeing her in big fights at this weight division. She deserves it all, and she deserves to show the world who she is.
There has never been an undisputed bantamweight world champion. We are headed in that direction in a fight that wasn't supposed to look exactly this way. For the rules of the bantamweight championship fight, we check back in with Sean Wheelock.
Unified rules under the New York State Athletic Commission. If an accidental foul ends the fight, 4 rounds must be completed to consider the bout official.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the final bout on our prelim card is scheduled for 10 two-minute rounds, and it is for the undisputed Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing the first to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Shanika Johnson.
On almost anyone's short list of sports movies, you'll find the baseball classic Bull Durham. You know, the classic love triangle with its awkward moments, none greater than when Susan Sarandon's character calls out the name of Crash Davis during an intimate moment with Nuke Lelouch. And when he expresses his dismay, she says, "Would you rather me be with him using your name or with you using his name?" A fair question for Shanika Johnson when her world title win last year was delayed a few minutes when the ring announcer called the wrong name. I'm sure you all saw it. Sinisa, when Dita Thorson vacated the bantamweight title 6 weeks ago, this time it was Shanika Johnson who got her name called unexpectedly, and how poetic if that ends with an undisputed championship.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Perfect end to this story.
And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, making her way to the ring, please welcome Serrano Metcalf.
We all love superheroes when we have time. You know who doesn't have time for them? Single mothers. You know why? Because they are superheroes. And this single mother could be 10 rounds from the ultimate fairy tale ending. And Serrano Metcalf is writing just another job she is adding to her list. Mobile bartending, personal training, a boutique and salon, anything to put food on the table for her 2 sons, one of whom is autistic. Her fighting career didn't begin in the spotlight or go through the Olympics. It began at nightclubs, fighting underground for cash. Sinisa, you want to talk about starting from the bottom, now you're here.
Oh my goodness, this is such an incredible story, an incredible journey for Metcalf to be here. And at 40 years old, it just goes to show age is nothing but a number, and she's still accomplishing so much. And this is just the beginning. To be on this stage after everything she's gone through, and her perseverance is incredible.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the final bout on our prelim card is scheduled for 10 two-minute rounds, and it is for the undisputed Bantamweight Championship of the world.
Okay.
Sanctioned by the WBC, its president, Mauricio Suleiman.
It's the one I wanted to see.
Jill Diamond. And the WBO, with its president, Gustavo Oliveri, and its supervisor, Diana Melendez. And the WBA, with its president, Gilberto Mendoza, and its supervisor, Kina Malpartida. And the IBF, with its president, Daryl Peoples, and its supervisor, Melvina Lathan. And the 3 judges scoring this bout at ringside, John Basile, Tom Corusoni, and Mark Constantino. And our referee in charge when the bell rings is Charlie Fitch. And now 2 warriors, 1 fight. Who wants it more? Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue trunks with silver trim. She stands 5 feet 7 1/2 inches tall. She weighed in at 117 pounds. Tonight, she enters the ring with a professional record of 14 victories versus 4 defeats and 1 draw, with 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And she fights out of Dallas, Texas, USA, introducing the current reigning and defending IBF Bantamweight Champion of the World, Serrano Chicken Metcalf.
She said at the weigh-in, her nickname is Chicken because she has chicken legs.
Wearing the black trunks with red trim, she weighed in at 116.
Let's go, Sharnika!
Tonight, she enters the ring with a professional record of 17 victories versus 2 defeats, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And she fights out of Gold Coast, Australia, by way of Tauranga, New Zealand, introducing the former IBF Super Bantamweight Champion of the world. And tonight, she is the current reigning and defending WBA Bantamweight Champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Sharnika Sugar Neeks Johnson.
Sugar Neeks! Let's go!
Good evening, Shredder. Good evening, Chernika. Ladies, you both know the rules. Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch close now. Come out fighting at the bell. A short camp for Sharnika Johnson, taking this fight on relatively short notice considering the magnitude of it. Serrano Metcalf, well, she's been waiting her whole life. There has never been an undisputed bantamweight champion of the world. There's about to be.
One thing about Sharnika Johnson, she stays in shape, she stays in the gym, she stays training, so she's going to come to fight and come to win.
Heavy into the yoga, Pilates, meditation.
Yeah, watch the back of the head. Watch the back of the head.
And it's going to be tough for Metcalf because she has to stay on her toes and use her feet to circle around Johnson. But let's see if she's able to do that for 10 rounds.
She's used to being the taller fighter. You heard the nickname Chicken, which she got because of her legs. She was always told she had chicken legs. But what it has made her is she's extremely tall for 118. Sugar Neeks has been the bully here in the first minute. So much so, she's getting that warning.
Metcalf's got to continue to use that jab just like that. She has the height advantage and the reach advantage. You don't want to stay on the inside against Johnson.
Dina Thorson, who was going to be in this spot, had 2 of the bantamweight titles. Sharnika Johnson backs Metcalf into the corner. And a good right. That caught Metcalf off balance.
Some good, strong shots by Johnson early.
Dina Thorson's pregnancy is what caused her to pull out of this fight. She will get an opportunity. She is ready to return to the ring. In the meantime, these are the 2 fighting for the title.
How'd it go? Sit down. Very good. Big breaths. Give me some breaths. 2. Fine. Very good. Now, is working. But now we start bringing this up behind it, all right? You've got to start that bringing right hand behind it now. Okay? So now you set up, bring it on, right hand. That's going to let this go too. But step by step. Follow the system. Stop, right hand in now. Okay? Jab here, but bring it over.
You got to bring it. If you're using the left hand, you have to follow it up. You have to.
She doesn't right. She's already feeling your punches. But now we've got to double it up. All right? Let's go again. Nothing changes. Same.
Johnson's corner telling her to drop that right hand after the jabs, and her being the shorter fighter, she's got to double jab, triple jab to get on the inside and throw that straight right just like that.
Shanika Johnson has found her success working behind the left jab. She did in round 1.
And also throwing the straight right to Metcalf's body is going to be very effective, because that gets the fighter to fold and lean forward. Then you can land that overhand right or right hand up top.
Shanika Johnson, one of her 2 losses came to Ellie Scottney, who will lead off the big show when we go live on Netflix at the top of the hour. She just wasn't fast enough for Ellie Scottney, but I'm not sure who is. Left jab has been a problem here. Sharetta Metcalf trying to work around it. Good combination with the left hook.
Metcalf trying to work around it with her jab, but as she's turning out to her left, she's straight up, which is going to make it easier for Johnson to land that right hand over the top.
So what does she have to do instead of that?
So instead of that, instead of moving out to the left straight up, you have to move out to the left and stay low and turn out quickly.
Is it hard to stay low when your opponent is 3 inches smaller than you?
Yes, it's hard to stay low. That's something that you have to constantly be working on in the gym, working on in sparring. So Metcalf might not be used to that.
Metcalf won her version of the world title here in the theater at Madison Square Garden. Probably saw a lot of the stuff this week in the press conferences and the weigh-ins.
Okay. It's pretty even so far to me.
Listen, mamita, you gotta lead with that 2 sometimes. You gotta do 2 hook 2, 2 1 2. You hear me? Whenever she steps, you step. Don't let her in that close. That's what she's doing, the back of the head. Okay? You lift her up and lead with that 2. Those 2 hook 2. She's fucking tired. The 2 hook 2 and the 2 1 2 are there. She steps, you step. Lift her ass up. Up jab and 2. That 2 there all day from every angle. Now get off the bitch there. You know that. This you, baby. This you, baby. This you, baby. This your house. Your house. Can't nobody take nothing from you. Let's go.
We're going to try to keep everything long. If you happen to be inside, block those shots, come back with uppercut. She's there. You hear me? Try to keep it outside, but if you have to, block those down and get inside.
Again, round 3 with Metcalf still trying to figure out the puzzle. She said Shanika Johnson's tailor-made for me, and so far not so much.
And what Metcalf's corner wants her to do is to continue to stay on the outside, but use those long punches. Throw straight right hands down the middle. Jabs followed by the straight right hand. Even straight right hands followed by the hook.
Oh.
Talked about the strong left jab of Shanika Johnson. Has been on display. And really, to your point, Cindy, said Sharetta Metcalf has been unable to throw hers because she's been pushed off balance.
Right, she's putting herself in a bad position, making herself off balance by moving with her back foot, turning with her back foot instead of stepping with the. I'm sorry, she's moving to the left with her back foot only instead of stepping first with her front foot and then follow with the back foot.
Forget MVP side, Ebony Bridges this week. We talk about this division.
Nice.
Johnson's starting to open up.
Nice.
Serrano Metcalf is not used to being bullied. She is usually the more aggressive fighter.
And clinching on the inside is exactly what she has to do. If she gets trapped on the ropes and gets trapped on the inside, clinch, push Johnson back and get that space.
Told you her unusual backstory, and she started 2-3 as a professional. She's only lost one of her last 14 fights, all the way to a world title. Three.
Shit.
That's what I want to see. All right? That's what I want to see. All right? When you start letting this go now, you can start bringing this in. That's what we want now. System is on. All right? She's wearing down a little bit. She's starting to break. Now we got to start doing it like you did at the end of that round. Start letting them go. Let the hips turn a little bit. All right? But keep
forward. She's sticking her head up in the air. You just cut the fucking distance and throw her fucking right hand or her head right up there.
the bowler one. You've got to throw the bowler one. It's there.
Craig Wilson says, turn your hips. She did here.
She sure did, and she threw that straight right hand followed by a jab, which didn't land, but I love how she followed up with the jab, because sometimes against taller fighters, it's best to throw that straight right hand and follow up with the jab as they're leaning back and not expecting another punch.
Needless to say, Serrano Metcalf has to change some things quickly. It is not changing as they both go tumbling to the ground. Shanika Johnson has been a bully, and they are calling it a knockdown.
Wow.
You see immediately by her reaction is that Serrano Metcalf clearly thought they had tumbled to the floor together. And she was protesting instantly when it was being called a knockdown.
That was a clean shot, but she did
Oh.
hold on. You know, they made both of them lose their balance and fall forward.
Serrano Metcalf was already losing this fight. A 10-8 round could be calamitous.
And holding on right after getting hit by a big shot is just her instinct to try to survive.
Shanika Johnson making a pretty good case for taking fights on short notice in camps for too long. All right, Sean Willock, you watched it, you saw it. Was that a knockdown?
Sean, I believe that it was. Referee Charlie Fitch was determining that Serrano Metcalf was going to go down to the canvas, and then Shanika Johnson tangled with her. Both fighters went down. New York does have instant replay. I believe this will be reviewed between rounds 4 and 5.
We'll get a better look at it, obviously, at the end of the round. 10-9, 10-8 aren't going to matter the way Shanika Johnson is dominating the first 4.
Come on. Come on. She in trouble, chat. I told y'all, bro. I told y'all. That's 100% a knockdown. Yeah, she grabbed her. That was 100% a knockdown.
Definitely going down by those.
Boo! 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 Oh my gosh.
A bit all over the place, so she's not strong in her stance. So when she gets hit with the shot, it definitely takes her back, and both her feet come together.
And this is the final segment, the final sequence of the round here. Shanika Johnson saying, well, just in case you don't want to give me a 10-8, I'm making it a 10-8.
Damn, all right. Chicken wings at dinner tonight.
Scheduled for 10. Shanika Johnson looking to make it an early night.
Let's close it out, baby. Let's close it out. I'm running low on time.
And there's got got to be an adjustment by Metcalf in the second half of this fight, because as the rounds go on, she's going to continue to get more fatigued and more affected by those overhand rights landing by Johnson.
Yeah, that forearm keeps going up. She got to be careful with that.
See the overwhelming numbers. Serrano Johnson doesn't need to see those numbers. Serrano Metcalf doesn't need to see those numbers to know who's winning this fight. It's not her. Think about Serrano Johnson not being it. When this fight was announced with Metcalf and Dina Thorson, she was disappointed she wasn't in it. Amazing what happens when you answer the phone.
Ooh!
And the reason why Johnson is able to get through so easily and land those overhand rights is because Metcalf continues to break her stance.
Yeah, she keeps lowering her left hand. She'll start here and then go here to like prepare for to throw something, but she's just leaving herself open.
Is it harder with her body shape to be stronger in your stance?
No, it shouldn't matter.
She's just, I mean, she's wide open.
How big or how skinny you are. If you have a strong stance and a good stance, you have a strong stance.
I mean, she's just, I mean, it's textbook, bro. She goes low and then hits her high. It's textbook.
And Serrano Johnson going for that stoppage, you can tell.
Yeah, she wants it. She wants it.
She wants the stoppage. She wants the
points,
and
she wants it.
World title.
Very good. There's a little rest round for you. Okay? I want to see you now. Start the system a little bit sooner. Come with that right hand a little bit sooner. Don't wait, man. Let's get her early. She's fucked, mate. She's got nothing left. You got gas for days. We know that. You worked too hard for this.
He's not wrong. That was almost a forearm that set up the big shot from Serrano Johnson.
That little push here gave her that space, that little push with the elbow.
The eyes tell the story there.
Johnson coming out in the start of this round, double jabbing, triple jabbing to make her way in to land that overhand right.
Her corner pleading with Serrano Metcalf to lead with the right hand.
Gap is too gappening.
And Metcalf throws a nice right hand from the outside, but as soon as she throws it, whether she lands it or not, that stance breaks.
Mm.
Where's the two? Where's the combination? Where's the two? Where's the two?
Needs to continue to throw that 1-2 just like that, just
Mm.
in the corner.
Serrano Johnson picked off two Metcalf punches, then landed that overhand right. This has been
Mo Sugar Neeks, close this out.
using the body shot, set up the right.
Oh, she's shaky.
Wobbling here.
She wobbling.
Has already been knocked down. The math is very much against her here through 6 rounds.
Just go ahead and just lay down. Just lay down.
Quick punches down the middle. Right out. Circle right out. Circle to the right, not to the left, because the left is putting her in a bad position.
You said that very early in this fight, and that has come to fruition. Even jabs are getting through here. One-sided, undisputed world title fight through 6.
Mm.
She's waiting for you jab, and then she's throwing How are you feeling?
I feel great.
You okay?
Mamita, I need you to lead with this too. She's timing this jab. I need you to lead with this too. You hear me? Two.
We see that double jab from Johnson.
Boom!
Overhand right up top,
Jeez,
which is what her team has been telling her to do. Starting with the body there and coming over the top with an overhand right. Both overhand rights landing flush.
Level change.
A lot of smiles in that corner, a lot of easygoing conversation. When Sharetta Metcalf went to her corner, the first thing you saw, when you see your team almost shrugging their shoulders, that's not a good sign.
Not a good sign, but she's gonna keep trying. She's showing tremendous heart.
She's been through too much to get here. It's the impossible story of Sharetta Metcalf to become a world champion. It's before her 40th birthday.
And starting in the sport so late for Metcalf, that's where fundamentals come in, such as her footwork that I keep mentioning. It's something that should be taught first, no matter what the age, whether you're starting as a young kid, as a teenager, or as an adult.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say fighting in nightclubs is not where you're going to get your best fundamentals.
Definitely not.
Well, I mean, it's either 10 or 9. And I'm pretty sure she's won every...
Every time they start from center, Shanika Johnson has just been quicker and on point.
These fuckers keep getting my goddamn phone number.
Quicker on point and just able to
You either get 10 or 9 unless they deduct a point. So
and get her into the ropes easily.
I think Shanika's won every round.
Bigger, stronger, faster. Corner pleading for Sharetta Metcalf, but time is growing short.
She's so wobbly, bro.
You're almost there. Let's go though. Give me a couple big ones to start. All right. What I want to see. You're starting to get there. She's tying you up more. Get out of it. Make it hard for her. You're not tired, man. Come on. You can fight in there, man. He's letting you go. You can fight in there. Hit her. Bump her off. Do what you got to do. She doesn't like it. She wants there. You're giving her rest. Stay on system when you get there. Don't let her tie you up.
You're on the inside. Throw that fucking left hook.
Fucking lands.
Just keep winging it.
She was checking out the ring girl, bro. She was just checking out the ring girl, bro. Yo.
$250,000 performance bonus.
She already know, dude. This a wrap, man.
Tebow began the night with a knockout. Shanika Johnson is becoming the leader in the clubhouse here with this one. 6 weeks ago, thought she'd be sitting in the crowd tonight.
Okay. Over there.
Yeah, you getting your ass whooped. That's why they gotta check on you.
Becoming the undisputed champion of the world. Overhand left, snaps the head, draws the oohs and ahs.
And Johnson's corner now telling her to throw the left hook up top. Double it, triple it.
Yeah, she's won every round so far. She can't have a better lead than she has.
Doesn't feel that Sharetta Metcalf has won a round of this fight. She's also got knocked down in round 4. Did a good job to not get knocked down in round 5.
Hasn't won a round, but has been showing just tremendous heart and courage to keep fighting and keep trying.
Get the stoppage. Get the stoppage. Come on.
Watch her stand in front of Shanika Johnson.
Ooh.
You appreciate her journey to get here. Dedication to her sons. The lesson of this night is don't ever doubt a single mother, because one very nearly walked into the ring tonight with a chance to
Ooh.
become champion of it.
She felt that one. Ooh, she felt that one too.
In her 30s.
Some nice jabs there by Johnson.
Was writing her own story. It is almost impossible to believe that this is a short camp, short notice fight. Watching how polished and prepared she looks.
Yes, as I said, Johnson's the type of fighter that stays in the gym. She loves
Well, they're
boxing,
both
she loves
champions. It's a unification match.
and you can see it tonight.
Fight.
What's that they say? You don't have to get in
Bout.
shape if you stay.
'Cause I think Neeks is a IBF champion, and then I think Metcalf is WBA. I think it's not undisputed. It's not undisputed, but it's a unification.
4 minutes to go. All right? You got to give me 4 minutes of work. Not crazy. Give me the system. Give me the left hook now. Give me the bowler. Give me the shot.
This has been the story. 3 round shots like this.
We see Johnson crowding on the inside, coming up top with that
Damn.
left hook. Throwing that straight right, followed by the jab, which landed flush, which is the punch I was talking about earlier that Johnson had missed. But now, as Metcalf is getting more fatigued, she's able to land that jab right after the right hand.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
Just do what you gotta do. Yeah, bro. It's over, bro.
I am great. Why y'all doing me like this?
I don't like how she's reacting to the punches.
How am I reacting?
I don't like how her legs are. I'm stopping it. It's over.
And we're done.
No shot.
It's over. Metcalf will not
No shot.
And Shanika Johnson.
No shot.
This night, like the rest of the boxing world, will end it as undisputed champion of it.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I don't like that either. That was kind of fucked. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that at all. The fight was hers. She didn't need. They did not need to stop that fight, bro.
Thought she would be here in the crowd, but tonight
At least let her finish it out, bro.
she got the stoppage, and I wasn't really sure about what the ref meant about it. He didn't like her reaction. She continued to show that she wanted to fight, and was even telling the ref after every round, I'm good.
That's
I'm okay.
crazy.
It is so difficult to watch a sports moment like that because she wanted to go the distance. The odds of her winning this fight at this point,
Shit. I'll be back.
were virtually
Wow.
impossible. But when you consider the path that she has traveled to get here, winning the world title and fighting for this undisputed title, she wanted the chance to fight the full 10 rounds, and that was not in the cards. The numbers were lopsided, the fight was lopsided, but don't ever doubt Sharonda Metcalf's heart. It was one way from round 1, and then the knockdown here in round 4 really put it to a different place.
You see Johnson trying to stay on the outside, but Metcalf's trying to stay on the outside, but Johnson was just too resilient. Was able to come forward and land those overhand rights. Also working the body nicely and coming over the top with those overhand rights as well. Metcalf showed tremendous heart, continuing to fight back, and showed that she wanted to be in the fight.
Disbelief. There is a new undisputed champion of the world. Big Mo will tell us all about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Charlie Fitch calls us out to this contest at 2 minutes, 2 seconds of the 9th round. Declaring your winner by TKO. And now, the first ever male or female
They announced the right name that time.
They sure did, and she deserved it all. She deserved this victory. She showed that she wanted to go in there tonight and make a statement and win, and she did clearly and decisively.
Ariel is with the new and undisputed champ.
Thank you very much, Sean. So much gold here. She needs Jake Paul to help her out. Shernika, in boxing's four-belt era, there has never been an undisputed champion in the bantamweight division until now. That is you, male or female. You just made history. How does that sound?
I envisioned this moment, so I already feel like I've been here before. Like I said, this is my moment, and I get to share it with my team and to be on this amazing card representing women's boxing, to be a part of MVP, to showcase women in boxing. I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful.
And your story is a wonderful one because you were one of the last people to join this card. Not that long ago, you were on the outside looking in. I would imagine to a degree some of this might feel a little surreal right now. Look where you are, your first fight in the United States, and you make history here at the world's most famous arena.
Oh, you know, this is just incredible. I'm sort of still lost for feelings and how this feels, but like I'm lost for words. I'm just so thankful. I'm so excited, and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. You know, I'm evolving every fight, and I've got so much more to show.
And what a performance, virtuoso, so tough, and she hung in there. Were you thinking at times early on, what more do I have to do to put her away?
I felt, yeah, she was very tough, great opponent. You know, she had a long jab, but I felt like, you know, I was listening to my team very well. We probably, if I put on the gas a little bit more, maybe in the 5th or 6th round, it could have stopped earlier, but we got the job done.
Well, let's bring in Jake for MVP to have an undisputed champion in the bantamweight division for the very first time. One of the late additions to this card. Your thoughts on making history and also her performance?
Crikey, what a performance that was. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Let's go. The first ever Australian undisputed champion. This is a superstar right here. She just put the world on notice, and just happy to push her. This is just the start, like she said.
Incredible stuff. When do you want to come back, Shernika? Because I would imagine after a performance like that, a lot of people want to see you again.
You know, I had a goal to fight at least 3 times a year, and I feel like that opportunity is going to come true with Jake and Nikisa and MVP. I'm ready to back it up. You know, I want to fight. I love to fight. I want to keep improving, keep working with my team, and a big thank you to all of them in my corner over here, my family, my mum and dad at home. I love you lots. Yeah, I'm very supported, and I have a great team around me. I'm blessed.
Incredible stuff. Congratulations. Enjoy the victory. Madison Square Garden, give it up for Sugar Neeks, Shernika Johnson.
Our night of prelims ends with an undisputed champion crowned. Our main card, our night on Netflix that we have waited for months and months, will also end with one.
Becoming a champion starts with heart.
Amanda Serrano,
Alicia, Baumgartner, Jennifer, Miranda.
That is what carries you forward.
The first sold-out female headline boxing card in history. Wow!
There are no guarantees in a fight. And the ones that don't go your way, they will always haunt you. Through the hits, the cuts, the pain. To look in the mirror and go again.
Lisa Baumgartner can really make a statement.
One of the most dominant performances by a woman boxer.
Don't be surprised if this turns into a trilogy.
One of the biggest matches in boxing history.
Because that's what makes a champion.
Baumgartner versus Miranda. Taylor versus Serrano. Friday, July 11th.
All right, YouTube, we're gonna restart here real quick.
We have arrived. Taylor and Serrano, they lit the building up 3 years ago. Tonight, they will main event the trilogy that will decide it all. Top of the hour